Grandmama used to pray, oh Lord, please save them from the evil snares and all the dangers that entangle. Yea, though they walking through the valley of the shadows, just prepare and make them fit for every battle. Because I know they bound to come, and I know they bound to fall, but in your bounty, Lord, preserve their beautiful. Right, we still surviving off of grandma's prayers, surrounded by the jungle and the lion's den. Tread light, cause these traps is inconspicuous. They hide right in plain sight, thinking we don't see them when they linger. Look right beneath the surface, then leave a trail of corpses. Crisis, prices, your life a disposable commodity. Like living in this fantasy, conditioned to believe that the system even cares. Whether selling CDs or walking or driving or reading, look, they don't even need a reason. It's just you breathing and being black. When it's such a pretty fall, it don't seem like we falling at all, at all. It's just a GMO dream, where things are never really what they seem. Please cue the violins, tell them just to play me something pretty, cause this gritty city got me screaming bloody murder. So they got me screaming. This gritty city got me on some. Look, get your hand up on my pocket. Distraction, so lazy they use the same tactics. Like condom with some trinkets, just don't let them get to thinking. That light bulb gets a blinking. You know niggas and ideas. Oh dear, my dear, you may not know me, but I know you very well. Foresight, they say hindsight is 2020. Well, tell me something, we gotta see that history is on repeat. And maybe it takes a beat and a melody to speak a little louder than the message in the clouds or the essence in the air. I swear, my God is just so clear that a system driven by fear can never give us nothing but more of the same things. Oh, when it's such a pretty fall, it don't seem like we falling at all. It's just a GMO dream, where things are never really what they seem. Please cue the violins, tell them just to play me something pretty, cause this gritty city got me screaming. It's murder. Got me screaming, got me. This gritty city got me on song.
M1 in the building. Freedom ain't free. Pay the cost. Look. You gotta be like him, or be like her. The revolution gonna reoccur. Be Sekou, be Jalil. Who really wanna get free for real? Be a soldier, be a rebel. Who wanna take it to another level? Be a G, be a late. If you want some liberation, better start today. Don't be like Mike, we gotta be like Fred Hampton. That's right, that's what I said. We gotta be the Honda, be your Sata. Baby in the right with black power, mama. Don't be no snitch, and don't be no pig. The comrades come and get you, snitch away. Let's be yourself, that's enough. What you really wanna be when you grow up? Everybody wanna be a star today. So much going on in the galaxy. Jimmy said he wanna be a rapper, but have you ever thought of being an adapter? 10 years from now, will you be able to change? Will you love the game and will you think the same? Will you think I ain't fucking with no capitalism? You don't pay your taxes and you throw you in prison? What you really know about sacrifice? Giving your life, paying the price. The price of freedom is death sometimes. Better that than dumb, deaf and blind. Make a weak heart lose breath and mind. Huey P. Newton came just in time. So I'ma be like him, I'm getting it in until they open the pen, because we destined to win. Hasta victoria siempre. I am Fidel, I am Jay, I am Toussaint, I'm Cinque. Us, revolutionary sensei. See, I work for the people, the streets is my office. So Uncle Sam, keep your damn hands up off us. It's about to be a riot from the worker to the bosses. Obama gon' just double cross us. Fuck him, you gotta be like him, or be like her. The revolution gonna reoccur. Be Sekou, be Jalil. Who really wanna get free for real? Be a soldier, be a rebel. Who wanna take it to another level? Be a G, be a late. If you want some liberation, better start today.
Be free, like a breeze in the ocean. Be free to be who and where you wanna be. Yeah, I wanna be free like Frida. Yes, I said Frida. See so much freedom every time I see her. She painted pictures, she saw herself. She painted the revolution that she saw herself. And that's real, change that's real. When you think of revolution, how does it feel? Would you risk your life or kill? Or sit in the cell like Sekou and Jalil? Brought it back for the cause. I did it all for the cause. Stay in tune with the sun and the moon. Got so much love for Russell Maroon. That's Swallows, he's the boss. 39 years behind them walls. 22 years without no calls. Banging on the system till they free them all. Tu Lolita Lebron, viva la revolución. Siempre mi corazón. It's cause of you I fight on. You got to be like you, don't be like them. Don't be no phony, don't be my friend. Just be right there when I need you. Oscar, we fight till they free you.
You gotta be like him, or be like her. The revolution gonna reoccur. Be Sekou, be Jalil. Who really wanna get free for real? Be a soldier, be a rebel. Who wanna take it to another level? Be a G, be a late. If you want some liberation, better start today.
If you're looking for a hero, don't look any further. Kill the revolutionary, but you still can't murder. The revolution is absolution, because the revolution has come for our daughters and sons. Free Sekou from in jail, or we gon' give them hell.
Gotta be like him, or be like her. The revolution gonna reoccur. Be Sekou, be Jalil. Who really wanna get free for real? Be a soldier, be a rebel. Who wanna take it to another level? Be a G, be a late. If you want some liberation, better start today.
Welcome to RSTV, the most efficacious African revolutionary program on the internet. Here at RSTV, not only do you receive that critical political action, that critical political education, but you also get a serious dose of African culture that transforms theory into practice. I'm Kalanji Chang. I'm your host for tonight, and I'm honored to be here. We're honored to host this particular program on Black Power Media. Shout out to all of our folks here at Black Power Media. Shout out to all the folks who are in the chat. If you can hear me well, put a fist in the chat. Put a "We Love Sekou" in the chat. Let us know it's real. Let us know it's about to go down. We have a real serious program today. A whole lot of freedom fighters will be joining us on this beautiful day. We want you all to sit back, relax, and enjoy yourselves. But most importantly, we want to remind you all that this is a fundraiser. It's not just a place for you to come look in our faces. It's a place for you to put your money where your mouth is. We know that Baba Sekou Odinga is one of the realest that ever did it. So tonight, over 3 dozen comrades, family members, friends, etc., will be paying honor to Baba Sekou and Mama Day Kui. And we're getting it all in. Let me get some "We Love Sekous" in the chat. Let us know you still here. And some "Free 'em alls." I see the comrades out there. We see y'all. We about to get it started. I think just to get it warm, since we started off with that M1 piece, I think we ought to keep it going with a little bit of culture and whatnot. So we're gonna invite our first guest to the table tonight. She's a serious culture worker. I believe she's out of the New York area. I want y'all to give up a strong round of applause for our sister Nejma Nefertiti. Bear with me, share with you in a second, okay? Bang, here we go.
Peace, peace, peace. Can you hear me, brother?
You're in the building. How you doing, Nejma?
I'm doing great. Thank you so much. I'm honored to be here. Peace to everybody tapping in tonight. It's all about Sekou. It's all about Dekwe. We're here for y'all. And yeah, it's an honor to be here for the community.
No doubt, no doubt. So you got word on the streets, you got something you're gonna drop for us to lead this charge today?
No doubt. I mean, I didn't know I was gonna be opening like that, and that's such a pleasure. So yeah, let me just begin with saying, for me, our beloved Sekou, he exemplifies what revolutionary love is. You know what I'm saying? He is living proof that yes, the struggle continues, but more importantly, we are triumphant. We can't forget the triumphs, right? We're not only resilient, we are triumphant, So I'm just honored to participate in any efforts, to celebrate and commemorate his life, our beautiful freedom fighter brother, and bring light to this campaign so that he and his loved ones and family have what they need to stay healthy and well. Because, they lock up our wisdomful leaders so that they're not out here to guide us and give us the gems we need. So I just want to say to everybody out there, please donate, and let's make sure we give Sekou his flowers while he's here, and make sure we do whatever we can to help him thrive, him and his family. Sister Dekwe, I love you, because you know what I'm saying? When they thrive, we thrive. Yeah. So I have a little couple pieces for y'all, and thank you for having me again.
True indeed. Appreciate you.
If I ruled the world, Palestine would be free. No borders would exist from the land to the sea. Women would be able to walk down any street. The system that exists now would be obsolete. Imagine chopping it up with a cider and tea. Mumble rappers boot off the stage for being offbeat. COINTELPRO on the most wanted list, I insist. First Nations thrive, Trump don't even exist. Imagine New York growing food on rooftops, self-sufficient, no longer needing government crops. GMOs, food control of disease. We treat each other with respect and walk with ease. No more using money, exchange. We all got cheese. We all got bread and water. We all got the keys. Open doors for each other. Sisters and brothers, united with their families. Fathers and mothers. Children are safe, never to be molested or raped. We all know the truth. Everybody's awake. Political prisoners let go. Stress no. Every complex abolished. They all gotta go. Experimental technologies, no apologies. You could keep your big hip hop shows. I want autonomy. I'd rather not participate in this economy. Some lack the brain cells to even think beyond monotony. Ripping veils off the respect, fake mediocre, throwing jabs at the population. The realization of truth couldn't be closer. And ain't nobody saying shit. They profit off poison, they spraying it. It's us they playing with, and they obey the shit. Imprisoning opinion and thought, and those who fought. There's no difference between anyone in office. They just ain't been caught. In this world we live in, the fascists are respected, predators protected, people in fear in line waiting to get injected. I need a new gold bag with 20 G's and a couple of throwbacks. If you shooting at me, just letting you know that I will blow back. So many forces trying to lock us down, don't want to go back. I run the courses and rock my crown for the gutter, you know that. Eat now, pay later. Intimidation getting greater. Sleep now or wake up. My inclination says they'll stay tucked. Sometimes I think, what has this world come to? Taking back victories our people died for. Repeating the cycle most people succumb to. Political pressure, critical measures, all by the 1%'s wicked endeavors. Pouring more liquor, a temporary ticket to pleasure. Silent weapons shooting us differently. The data processing, the internet, the gun, the public liking and commenting. Without explosive noises, nobody sees they being toyed with. Choking our voices, a tight grip on our lives. We can't even enjoy it, but it's okay, because the oppressors hand out free sandwiches. Most of us starving, so we taking it, ignoring the damages. You say conspiracy? I think more like whistleblower, missile throwers. As time goes by, I'm becoming a bigger loner. Eat now, pay later, intimidation getting greater. Sleep now or wake up. My inclination says you'll stay tucked. Now, this last piece is especially for Sekou. Once again, we love you. You're so beloved to us. All power to the people with audacity to demand justice for humanity implacably, not bashfully. We're no longer being peaceful and polite while you commit assault and battery. We're no longer being peaceful and polite while you commit genocide casually. We commit to self-mastery. All power to the people, bars lethal. Black Panther fists in the air for freedom. Free the children, feed them. Future of the revolution, lead them. All power to the people. Break the silence. Police the sirens. Build alliance and defiance, self-reliance. Self-defense for violence and brutality, change the climate, defeat the tyrants, release comrades from confinement radically, black berets worn like crowns attractively, all power to the people with audacity to demand justice for humanity implacably, not bashfully. We're no longer being peaceful and polite while you walk around committing assault and battery. We're no longer being peaceful and polite while you walk around committing genocide casually. We commit to self-mastery and the protection of our people. This the Black Panther sweet sequel. All power to the people to be free. All power to the people, not I, but we. All power to our camaraderie. All power to the people consciously. All power to the velocity, organizing with ferocity. All power to Black Panther sovereignty. We want what we want now, not probably. All power to the people's prophecy. The revolution's rising. If you ain't with it, don't talk to me. Get left in the ashes with oppressors and fascists. No casket. All power to the masses to fight this atrocity. All power to the mulberry tree. All power to my great Dada Black Panther mama see. All power from the land to the sea to the real Black Panthers. All power to the people in the air for freedom. All power to the people, to the Black Panthers. Peace to everybody out there. Sekou, we love you, my brother. Thank you for having me and having me contribute to this. I'll be tuning in for the rest of the night. Salute.
No doubt. We appreciate you. All power to the people. That was our sister Nejma Nefertiti. We have a whole lot of folks coming on here tonight, so I'm just gonna get it started. She already warmed it up for y'all. For the folks who will be coming on, make sure you come on at your time, because I know that reading is fundamental and all that, and I know we freedom fighters and all that good stuff. But we want to make sure that we have everybody on and rocking the way they're supposed to. I want to invite a couple guests on right now. We have family members of Sekou, a brother Anochi Odinga. How you doing, Anochi?
I'm well, brother. Peace.
Peace, peace, peace. We got Daruba Ben Wahad, comrade of Baba Sekou Odinga in the building as well. And we have a special guest who I haven't seen since he got out, since he's been released from those walls. We have a very special guest, Sundiata Kohli, will be joining us in a second. We also have Jamal Joseph. Jamal, can you hear us?
Yes, I can hear you.
Okay, I see your camera's off. I guess you incognito today.
No. Let me try to figure this out.
Okay. While you figuring that out, we're gonna bring in one of our other legendary heroes, Sundiata Kohli. How you doing, Baba Sundiata? I think his mic is muted right now. Okay, we're gonna unmute Baba Sekou's mic. Excuse me, Baba Sundiata's mic.
Okay. Brother, I was asked to tell you that Sundiata's on his way. He's stuck in traffic.
Okay, cool in the gang. I thought I saw him pop up. I might be wrong. But yeah, good to see you on. What I would like to do to get it started, we have a few minutes and we have so many people coming on. I guess we can start with you, Anochi. Perhaps you can give us some backstory. You being the son of Sekou, I guess you know him a little bit more personal than any of us here on the platform. So if you don't mind, give us some background on who your father is.
Oh, I don't know that I'm equipped to do that. I think you should ask one of the brothers to do that. My view, my lens is just that's my Abu.
No
I'm going to give you that lens. So, but maybe one of the other brothers.
Yes, sir. Well, that's what we need. We need your lens. We ain't, we don't need the, we don't need the carbon copies. You the official.
I don't know where to start. I'm actually sitting here with him. I'm in the room right now.
Okay.
With him.
Okay. Right on.
Yeah, I don't really know where to begin on that one, brother. This is All right,
We,
hold
we can
on.
come back to
Hold
you
on.
if you want. Should it be
They're
easier
asking
for
me to
that?
make an adjustment. Hold on, brother.
Okay, all good, all good. Jamal Joseph, how you doing, brother?
I'm good, brother. How are you, brother Kalanji? Thank you for
Man,
this.
hey,
Power to the
honored to
people.
have you
Peace,
on.
love.
Yes, 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 yes. Good to have you on. We got the notorious DVW. Can you hear us, Daruba? I see your microphone's off. Daruba's microphone's off when you don't hear no noise coming out. Anyway, uh,
So let me jump in because I had the honor and the life experience of meeting Baba Sekou when I was 15 years old.
okay,
When I joined the Black Panther Party, and so I was fortunate that from day one when I joined the Panthers, I had Sekou Odinga and Daruba Ben Wahad as my section leaders, as my teachers, as my big brothers, and teaching me lessons not only about being um, a young Black Panther, but being a young Black man and a Black warrior. A kid who came in, you know, uh, angry, confused, searching for the path to manhood as much as I was searching for the path to liberation, right? And those are the same things for us, family, right? We get rooted in who we are. We understand that our manhood and all of that means that to ourselves as young warriors, but to our families, you know, to our wives, to our girlfriends, to our children, to our mothers, is connected. And so watching Sekou in those days, first of all, Sekou was always a smooth brother, right? He was cool as hell. I mean, Sekou would come in, whether he was rocking his leather coat or his army fatigue jacket, he just had a way that he glided in. He's like kind of put the P in Panther in the way that he moved, in the way that he would kind of pull you to the side, in the way he spoke. Always a very thoughtful brother, you know, before he answered. Uh, and always a wicked sense of humor, right? You had to be careful what you said because he could, be teaching you a lesson, but he could turn that around and like make you laugh at yourself and what was going on around you, right? So you wanted to emulate that. You kind of wanted to emulate that smoothness and that coolness. You kind of want to emulate it, that sense of like, let's not panic. One of Daruba was saying the main thing is just not panic, right? Uh, so if there was a confrontation with the pigs, um, there was a coolness in how you would, deal with that. If somebody came into the office, a young mother, needing food for her child or being in an abusive situation, there was a coolness and a compassion to how Sekou roll, and always like kind of essence of like you know how they used to say growing up, you got to watch out for the quiet ones. And those of us that grew up in those families, Brother Kalanji, uh, where there was a lot of kids in the house, and he was like, you got to watch out for the quiet one over there. He's the one kind of figured out what to do, or he's the one where, that actually punch you in the eye, without that many words. That was like kind of the essence and that balance and that yin and yang about, Brother Sekou. And then, through the years, the brotherhood and the friendship endured. There was the case of the Panther 21, and Sekou's aptly named Spider-Man for that. We'll get into why that happened. But we connected, through the years. We were in prison together, both at MCC and Leavenworth Federal Penitentiary. Sekou had the respect of everyone in the way that he carried himself. That same coolness, that same balance, that same sense of humor. And let me say this about Sekou before, I pass it on to Daruba and to Anoche. Peace, Anoche, what's going on? Sekou's a highly competitive
Peace,
brother.
family.
Let me say this to you, right? When it comes to basketball, handball, in my case, it was the martial arts, sparring. Sekou does not like to lose. Sekou will be competitive to the end, right? And then Sekou will talk smack about you for weeks and weeks and challenge you, right? The other night we had a great laugh because it was Daruba, Sekou, and I, and somehow the conversation turned to handball. Daruba Ben Wahad is also a very competitive, athletic brother. And Sekou said, I'll whip you right now, even laying in this bed, right? And somehow you knew that if we had got a handball in that room and started playing off the wall, he would have found a way to beat us and to talk smack about it afterwards. So all of those things is why I love, Brother Sekou and who he is. And by the way, that love of women and children and that love of family, always evident in how Sekou rolled. He taught us that by example, right? Love and protect the women and the children in your community. They are your future. They are your life.
Word up. Definitely appreciate that backstory. Deruba, if you don't mind giving us some I heard you talk about uh Baba Sekou many times before he was unleashed. And matter of fact, we were together when he made his way to Atlanta um, the first time after he was released. I know you got some backstories. In fact, I think that we adopted the whole Spider-Man joint from an interview we did some years ago. But give us some feedback. Who is Sekou Odinga?
Well, first of all, thanks a lot, Kalanji, for hosting and putting this together for my comrade. And I'm glad to see that, families in the house. And yeah, we here. I mean, and back to the handball thing, I told him the last time I was with him, he got to recoup real quick by June, because he ain't ready for me now, man. He ain't ready for me. But anyway, Sekou, man, he's always been my general, man. And as Jamal pointed out, when things got tight, when things got hot, Sekou was always the cool one. He was always the one that had the levity to analyze and make a move. And one thing about Sekou is, once he made a decision to move, we moved, and there was no hesitation. There was no, I mean, that's my general, man. I can't say much more than that. I have a deep admiration and love for this brother, and I was so moved by when he came out, when he finally got out, after all that he's been through, the torture that he went through. People fail to realize that Sekou didn't have to come back. He didn't have to come back to Babylon. He was and Sekou got a whole different story on what happened, in '71 when the Black Panther Party moved to the right, and we were here in Babylon, and he was in Africa, and Sekou, he got stories, and I tell everybody if we ever do one of them, one of them last man standing joints, that Sekou is the template for that. He's the man. He's the one for that. I always admired this brother's strength, and as Jamal pointed out, his calmness under pressure. And of course he got a morbid sense of humor. He ain't nothing funny. He ain't got no jokes. That's his problem, man. He ain't got no jokes. He think he's funny, but he ain't got no jokes, man.
He got the one-liners though.
Yeah, but
he have the one-liners.
Yeah, but they like rebounds off somebody else's joke. He ain't got no jokes, man.
Hey, Kalanji, the energy you feel it now is, when people see documentaries and films about the Black Panther Party, and they just picture, black men with berets just being mad all the time. We had fun with each other. We loved each other. We cracked jokes. We cracked, look, we were black men who came from the hood. And so that same sense of competition and talking smack and just doing that, all that existed, but it existed with a consciousness of love and liberation, right? So even the fun now you see in the repartee between Deruba and I, if you can imagine Sekou in the midst of that conversation, these are the stories. These are the stories I hope that people embrace when we say, be like Sekou, be like him, in the video that we let off with that I had a great time making with M1 and the young people of Impact. be like him, be 100% alive and in love with what you're doing, and in laughter with what you're doing, and in commitment with what you're doing, because it's the love of people that motivated us, and that's what motivates Sekou.
No doubt. I
And,
wanna
and
shout out
I
Valerie
just want to
Haynes.
add something to that so these people could kick some bread in here. Y'all got to kick in some bread, man, some money, because we don't have these big willies and these brothers just stacking all of this dough, supporting none of us. So, and especially when our brothers and comrades in their old age and stuff, we don't have no funds for them, you know. And I just wanted to point out one thing, that the reason why our comrade Asada is free, the reason why our comrade Asada is in Cuba, is because of this man right here, Sekou Odinga. You know, he's the linchpin in that. He's the one
Right
that
on.
made it happen. You know, and I just want people to understand that. And if Asada could be on this Zoom, if she could be on this Zoom from Cuba, from Free Cuba, you know, she would tell you the same thing. You know, he didn't only have to come back to Babylon to continue the struggle. When he was here, he made sure that our comrades like Sister Asada, you know, that she got her freedom, and that, you know, he risked his life and his future to free this sister. And so we need to understand that when these young people talk about Asada taught me, they need to have on the back of their T-shirt and say "Cool Frida," you know. So we need to give props to this man, and
No doubt.
I can't express how much I love him and how much I respect him, and you know, I mean, I ain't got too many stories because Sekou was in exile most of the time. The shit hit the fan, you know. So, you know, I could just say, man, that him and the brothers that came out of Jamaica, Queens, you know, when they was gang banging, they was bishops, and back in the day, I was up in the South Bronx. I didn't even go out to South Jamaica, just like they didn't come up to the South Bronx. But I wasn't a bishop. I was a sportsman. But in any event, you know, the respect that Sekou had in the neighborhood, the respect that Sekou had from generation to generation, and especially when I think about Sekou, I think of Abdul. May Allah be pleased with him. I think of his strength, and that's another brother that was no joke. You know, Abdul Majid. And
Word up. Hey, check it out, D. I would love to have y'all on here longer, but we have about 30 more people to go. We're gonna hear from Anochi real quick. I want to shout out Valerie Haynes because she was the brainchild behind this. She asked me to host it here on BPM, but I'm taking no credit for the work that she did, you know, in suggesting that we bring on you know, all of his comrades and family, so on and so forth. So make sure you all, as the Ruber pointed out, support the GoFundMe. The link is right at the bottom, scrolling down. Right now, according to the site, it says it's at 56,147. We're looking at topping it to like 65,000 a night. So let's make that happen. Don't just sit around and look at how cute the guests are. I want to give it to Anochi real quick. And then we're going to talk to you brothers again real soon. We definitely appreciate you, what you all contributed and continue to contribute. And I would say directly, you know, I benefited. So I appreciate you all. And, you know, we're going to continue to go at it. Anochi, what you got for us, brother?
I'm not really sure where to start, brother. Again, I'm in the same position. This is, like I said, this is my Abu. This is one of my heroes since birth. This is the man that gave me my love of family, my love of my people. I think I love on my children the way I do because of his example. He was snatched from me pretty early, but I still have profound memories as a child. That relationship developed throughout his incarceration. He's been a driving and a guiding force in my life, even behind the wall, and even more so now since he's been home. I'm closer to him than I ever have been. Deruba, he told me I better check you while you were talking. So I gotta come have a conversation with you. But you know, my love of the Knicks, my love of my family, my love of my children, my love of my people, it all comes from my father, my Abu. That's who he is to me. He's a driving and a guiding force for me. He's somebody that checks me even as an adult when needed. It's something he's always done from when I was a kid. He's you know, most people don't know the Abu that I know. You know what I mean? I've been rocking with this man my whole life. That's who he is to me.
Heard up. Hey, well, we definitely appreciate you sharing your Baba with us. We know that, you know, he was down at 33 years, if I'm not mistaken, and he came out and he's still rumbling. You know,
Yes, indeed.
yeah, we've had the opportunity to rock with him different parts of the country. You know, shout out to him and Daquee and your entire family. We know that
Yes,
Talib
indeed.
Shakur was on here a little while ago. We know that he's at another event, so definitely shout out to him if he's able to make it
Peace
back.
to my family.
No doubt. Dr. Matulu's son. See a whole lot of freedom fighters in the chat. This tonight, I declare that this is the most revolutionary tag you're gonna come across. I mean, you got a little bit of everybody in here tonight, and I'm honored to rock here with y'all. You brothers stay on point. We're gonna see you soon, and stay ready for revolution. You're checking out RSTV. We are live and direct. We have a whole lot more to come on. So for now, we're gonna hear from the man of the hour himself. Stay tuned. We'll be right back.
Dear viewers, tonight you'll meet lifelong revolutionary Sekou Odinga. For over 30 years, a U.S. political prisoner, and now newly freed. We'll hear about Sekou's youth, manhood, and life as a resistor against the U.S. empire, member of the Black Panther Party, and prisoner of the state. He was, as a youngster, a follower of Malcolm X and a member of Malcolm's Organization of Afro-American Unity, or OAAU. He continued to follow the Black freedom movement into revolutionary and nationalist movements. He was born Nathaniel Burns in the Bottom, Jamaica, Queens, New York, in 1945. The struggle for freedom took him all the way to Algiers in Algeria, where the Black Panther Party had its international section under the late Minister of Information, Eldridge Cleaver. Today, he still fights for freedom. Let's have a warm welcome from inside the activist studio for Brother Sekou Odinga.
Welcome to have a seat.
Good evening.
Good evening, yes.
And good evening to everyone else. Assalamu alaikum. Ashhadu an la ilaha illallah wa ashhadu anna Muhammadan Rasulullah. It's really good to see so many people out here tonight. Alhamdulillah. All right.
Wonderful. So starting from the beginning, when and where were you born?
I was born in Jamaica, Queens, New York, on June 17th, 1944. I'm 71 years old.
You grew up in Jamaica, Queens, as you mentioned. How did your family get there? Where were they from?
Well, they got there by way of Georgia, Ohio, and Mississippi. My mother was born in Georgia, spent her teen years in Ohio. My father was born in Mississippi.
And what are your parents' names?
Albert and Carrie Burns. Albert Burns, Carrie Stringfield.
What do you remember about your mother?
She was a wonderful woman, wonderful, strong, caring, loving, able to do all the things that a man or a woman could do just about. I've seen her do everything. She taught me how to plumb. She taught me all the plumbing I knew, the electrician work I could do, the carpentry work I could do. She did it all. She could do it all.
Powerful. Now, you've described your father as the strongest man in the world. Tell us about who he was and a little bit about the world that he inhabited.
He was very strong. He was, as I said, he was from Mississippi. He's an African from from the Delta, old country boy. He's worked hard all his very young age. He had very little education. I think he went to the 4th grade. Was self-taught. In the early 50s, he started a business in Queens, New York, coal delivery, where he delivered coal back in them days. Many of the houses still had coal furnaces to heat and to heat the hot water and stuff like that. So he sold coal to the private houses and mostly the private homes out in Queens. And so he's just a hard-working man. I've always known him to work 16, 17, 18 hours a day. My father was the only person I ever seen stand up and fall asleep. He used to sleep from job to job, you know. So that's basically who he was, a hard-working.
What's happening? This is RSTV. I realized that clip was going to end so soon, but we here. Welcome to the platform. Get this money up. You know what I mean? I'm just saying like that. It's a stick up. You know what I mean? We gotta. If we gonna be Sekou, we gotta run for Sekou. We gotta make sure that Sekou has what he needs. Anyway, we have a few people that we're gonna bring to the table real quick. We have a few of these folks are no strangers to the platform. We have Ashanti Austin. What's happening, Baba Ashanti? How you doing, brother?
Brother. Thank you, Kalonji. I really appreciate you and the folks putting this thing on for our comrade Sekou. And I'm really honored that you got me on here. I'm curious to see who you got me on here with.
But we got Talib in the background, and I think we got our sister
Okay,
Fu in the background as well. Look like her.
Yeah,
What's
she's
happening?
here.
You doing? Okay. How y'all feeling tonight?
We blessed. We in the middle of 2 events right now, so we want to make sure we give y'all ample time and respect because our Baba Sekou is definitely deserving of that. You know, peace and blessings to the whole family, and I pray that the funds be raised for him that him, Dequi, and the family definitely deserve. You know, this man been battling for the liberation of our people for the longest, you know, and for him to be in this stage that he's dealing with, we need to back him up. We need to back the family up, you know? So I'm on this line because I have nothing but love for him and the family. So, you know, whatever people can do, please support. Please support. $1, $5, $100, $1,000. Come on, man. Get that bag up for him because he definitely deserves it, you know?
Okay.
So, I mean, there's so many other people want to send the love, but there's other events going on right now. So I just want to send love to everybody, from everybody, to all of y'all on this live right here, you know? So, Dequi, listen, my heart goes out to you. You know, certain things is without saying. You know, the family know where I stand. The family know that the love is there, you know? So the Shakur family, the extended family, Afua, and the team, we all support everything that's going on that side. So I don't have to, they definitely have my information, our information if need be. So, you know, I wish I could stay on for a long time to see the whole program, but I'm about to receive an award in my father's behalf at the same time. And I will speak of my Baba Sekou, you know, while I'm getting this award as well, because he's deserving of it. So with that, you know, peace and blessings to the family. And Anuche, listen, man, you know what it is. You know, reach out, I reach out. And man, my heart goes out. I wish I was in New York right now, and we definitely would have been there, you know, more days than I've been there. But I enjoyed the time that I spent with him. I respect and I appreciate the orders that he asked me to do while I was in the room with him, because he told me, listen, put them gloves on. I got to put you to work. And I said, okay, well, whatever you need me to do. He said, I need you to rub my shoulders. I need you to rub my back. Oh, man, that feels good, you know? So we enjoy doing things like that for him because he deserves it. And salute to him. Salute to him. Cuz, you got any words to say? Yeah.
I think my cousin said it all. But yes, Uncle Sekou, you know where my heart is. Always with you. Auntie Dekwe, I love you. Make sure you take care of yourself as you take care of Uncle. And just appreciate all the love from everybody all over the world that's coming out in support of our beautiful uncle, a warrior, a soldier who spent so many years behind bars fighting for not just our liberation, but the liberation of all those that he was behind bars with as well. And we just thank him for his sacrifices. We thank his children for their sacrifices. We thank his wife for her sacrifice and the mothers of all his children for the sacrifices they had to do to raise the children while, still maintaining, being a mother, a woman, and fighting for the liberation of our people. So we salute, as my cousin said, we salute all of everything that you have done for us, Uncle. And we're here for you in any and every way. To all my cousins, y'all know we holding y'all down everywhere we are. We speaking up y'all. We lifting y'all up in prayer. And we love y'all tremendously. The lights.
No doubt.
So I guess that's our time. Free the land.
Yeah.
Get
No
that
doubt.
money up, y'all. Get that money up. Get that money up. How the hood said, get that bag up. That man deserves it. The family deserves it.
That's what Uncle Batulu said. When he came out, he said, we got to get the bag. So do what Uncle Batulu, get the bag, everybody.
Get the bag. And straight ahead, like Matulu said. All right? Peace and blessings. Love y'all.
No doubt. Be safe. Love y'all too. Stay on point.
Absolutely. Keep pushing. And we appreciate all that you do too, man. For real.
Kalanji.
You definitely on the front lines. I be tapping in. I'm like a behind the scenes person, but yeah, I recognize,
And peace,
We're the same gang, brother. Yes. Love y'all. Stay on point. I see y'all soon.
All right. Blessings. Peace.
Peace. Yes. That was Talib Shakur and our sister Afua Sunni Ali. Both children of freedom fighters, Dr. Matulu Shakur and our sister Afua, who has a show on this platform as well, Daughters of the Whirlwind. Shout out to their show. Make sure you check them out. And shout out to Baba Bilal Sunni Ali, who'll be joining us momentarily as well, and our revolutionary mother, Ia Fulani Sunni Ali, who is an ancestor right now, but who's helped to guide me, and one of the reasons I'm here in Atlanta as well. Ashanti Austin, what's happening, brother? How you doing?
Oh man, I'm doing floating right now. This really means a lot, and that you started off with my comrades, Daruba and Jamal, I think over the years, part of my growth has been beating down the machismo, my own internal sexism, and the more that I've taken bricks out that wall, I feel like I get more emotional. So when I see Jamal and I see Daruba, and I know this is for Sekou, these is all my heroes, and it makes me feel so proud, that you're doing this. And I never knew Sekou back before, like Panther days and all like that. I only knew of him from the story. So he always came to me as that mythical figure. The stories I heard from Jamal and Daruba and others that I'm like, oh my God, I want to be them. And also because, like Daruba said, he came back here. He didn't have to come back to Babylon, And I'm like, oh yeah, him. Because his commitment was so total and have sacrificed and suffered so much. He has stayed in there. Sekou, I love you, man. I feel like I have yet to get to really know you yet. But it's the stories and that, you have my dear comrade, Sekou as your partner. Dekwe, who I knew from the Black Panther Collective days, she walked into that office already conscious and then hooked up with us with Blood and others. I'm like, oh yeah, this might be a match made in heaven here. I like this. So the thing is, I'm not gonna have stories. You gotta hear, but I do know that internal dialogue that Jamal expressed, people really do have to know the importance of what carried us on. It wasn't just the ideological line, or that we were willing to like pick up the gun and actually go after the Babylonian Empire, the war machine. It was the things that we did amongst each other, the things that we shared, the laughs and stuff like that, that gave us a way to like hold it together, nurture our belief that we could win regardless of any of the dangers. And like with me, and I think you're gonna have Jihad on maybe at some point. Is that my comrade from Plainfield, New Jersey? I just want to put that in there, the land of Parliament, Funkadelic. I want to put that in.
What's that? How you
But
doing,
anyhow,
brother?
it's those things that really holds us together. And I'm sure too, because I know that your time is really limited, and you got so many more to get in there. But to say that, folks, do not treat us like celebrities. We are not celebrities. We're not. We are still the same revolutionaries with a goal of bringing our people and peoples together to bring this empire down so that dreams can come up. Don't matter how many years we did in prison. Don't matter how they tortured us. It don't matter none of that stuff. Please, when you come here for Sekou, you coming for you as well. You're coming to reaffirm that thing in you that says, we're going to make this happen. We're going to figure out how to get through this mess until we are free. My general, so surprising to hear my general say that Sekou is general. Yoruba has always been my general. If it wasn't for characters like Yoruba, Jamal, Sekou, and so many others, it would never have been a Black Liberation Army. Never. It had to have been them type of characters who are not just about the gun, but the definitive point was the love for their people. I'm leaving it there because we got some other voices in here. Sekou, I love you. People who are on this, listening to this program, contribute. We can win. You better believe it, because we breathe every day, every minute of our lives. I'm leaving it there. All power to the people.
All power to the people. Definitely always good to have you on board, Ashanti. We got
Right on.
and we appreciate those words. We got main man Jihad, parts unknown. You know what I mean? Good to see you in the building. We have Nancy Mansour. We appreciate you joining us as well from Existence is Resistance. Welcome to the platform. What we want to talk about? We're here to raise money for Sekou Odinga. And yes, we are pushing this raise money part because the brother he's in the hospital right now, requires certain types of services. And as we know, when you're talking about freedom fighting and you're talking about movement work, the government is no friend of yours, so you ain't expecting nothing from them. But if we say all power to the people, then the people should be about the power, and we should fuel this thing and fund it ourselves. Jihad, how you doing, brother? What you got to talk about today? Who is Sekou?
Assalamu alaikum. Alhamdulillah. Thank you, Brother Kalanji. Thank you, comrade. And top salute to you, Comrade Ashanti and Sister Nancy. And top salute to Comrades Daruba and Jamal that was on before me. So just real cut to the chase. So I won't share too many war stories about how I beat them to death and everything. But I will say this, that it is important that we contribute to Sister Dekwe and Sekou's situation. Sekou, all the things have been said. I want to add and build upon this that Sekou is still actively organizing. Sekou is part of one of the most intense revolutionary initiatives now going on in the United States called Building the People's Senate. And there's a network to hook in, to navigate and bring together community organizations across the United States in a way that hasn't been done up until now. And so all the years in prison, before prison, all the years in prison, being tortured in prison, coming out, and now facing these medical situations, which I guess eventually all of us will face something if we live that long. You know, Sekou is still an active revolutionary organizer, and his voice is still powerful. And he's still active, you know, from his the chair by his bed or in his bed, his voice is still needed. And so don't count him out. Don't count any of us out. Do you realize, sisters and brothers, that the Black Liberation Army members that are on this program right now, beating the drum and sharing our stories with Comrade Sekou, do you realize that pretty soon, and it's maybe sooner than you think, all of us will be gone. All of us will be joining the ancestors. And the only way that you know about the heroics of the Black Liberation Army is to read it in a book, and hopefully that won't be distorted. So while we are still alive, while we are still active, while we still have a say-so and our minds are still lucid, then we ask you, we need your support. You realize that we know America doesn't support what we're doing in terms of society itself in 2023. Any day, any one of us could be homeless, and who would give a damn? You know, you don't know our situation. We gave our life, our sacrifices, and many of us are facing dire straits of being in the streets and no support. And we're not really asking for that, but you realize now you have an opportunity to support a freedom fighter. And like it was said earlier by Comrade Deruba, all the T-shirts with Sister Asada's name on it. When you're looking at the warrior that was instrumental in getting him out, and it's top salute to all the comrades that was with Sekou in that initiative, that we can put, you know, Asada's welcome here. And she still is welcome anywhere. And we still give top salutes to Comrade Asada, but Sekou is pivotal in that. He's pivotal in all that we have done in the Black Liberation Army. So as you're giving to Comrade Sekou, is also showing your support for serious, cold-blooded, on front of the line, vanguard freedom fighters, you know, that put us where we are today. And those freedom fighters were part of the Black Liberation Army. A top salute to you, Comrade Sekou. Hopefully I'll see you in a week or so and surprise you. I am coming to collect for that commissary that you never paid me back. Whatever, but the potato chips and all them ice creams and stuff that I gave you, I'm coming back for that. I'm going to give you a hug and all that, but I'll be coming back to collect. But seriously, sisters and brothers, you're giving not only to Sekou and Sister Dekwe and helping the comrade out, our comrade out, you are showing your love and support in real, putting your money where your mouth is, you know, to support, you know, our initiatives, our historical initiative will continue today. And I hope that our legacy will embolden our actions moving forward. So top salute to you, and thank you, Comrade Kalanji and Sister Nancy and Ashanti. All power to the people. Love you. Assalamu alaikum.
All power to the people. Love y'all as well. And to Ashanti's point, you know, I look at all you brothers and sisters as you know, y'all the forerunners. So like you said, Ashanti, when you hear Deruba say that Sekou was his general, I mean, man, that's triple OG status over here. You know what I mean? And we salute that and we appreciate it, because this is where we took our marching orders from. You know what I mean? If it wasn't for a Black Liberation Army, many brothers and sisters like myself wouldn't even look towards this direction. You know what I mean? So definitely appreciate the work, the sacrifice, and the continued work. Because the one thing I appreciate about all of you is that there are no movement dropouts. Everybody's still doing what they're supposed to do. We have a few other people online. We have Nancy Mansour, Mama Yasmin in the building. How you doing? Okay. Yes. Nancy Mansour, how you doing? How's everything?
I'm good. Alaikum assalam. How are you doing?
I'm good. Walaikum salam. Good to see you.
Thank
Uh,
you for having me.
thank you for joining us. Give us give us a taste. Who is Baba Sekou Odinga to you, and why is it important for us to support him and raise this money? And before we have to have jihad them run out there and start snatching bags. What's your take on this?
You know, first of all, thank you for having me. It's always an honor to be able to honor, you know, a brother, a mentor like Baba Sekou. And when Dekwe mentioned it to me, you know, they figured just with everything that's been happening back home that I wouldn't have the capacity. But we will always have the capacity to stand in solidarity, and especially when people that have given their lives need us, for us to be there without them even having to ask. So I wrote something because I could talk about so many different stories with Baba Sekou, but I wanted to keep it, you know, together. So I'm gonna go ahead. I first heard about Sekou in 2009, Mex grassroots movement event at BB King's through my sister Monifa, and that was the start of my organizing around political prisoners here in the US. Because prior to that point, I had absolutely no idea who Sekou was. I didn't know who Mumia Abu Jamal was, and hearing their stories instantly made me think of my family and friends back home that had been imprisoned. Some of my brothers from the age of 15, you know, young brothers and sisters in Palestine receiving 20 years for throwing stones. And so that sparked my research into the Black liberation movement here in the US, and the organization that I co-founded with Ayman al-Sayed and Mariam Ari Rivera, Existence is Resistance, instantly started endorsing and attending rallies and events, letter writings, and we worked very closely with the campaign to bring Mumia home. In January, February of 2014, I know M1, who had traveled to Gaza and the West Bank with me, along with Divine, did a track called Be Sekou. And so we took part in that. And then in November, everybody knows 2014, November 25th, Sekou was released from the dungeons of the United States unjust terrorists supporting endorsing system. A couple of weeks after that, my sister Dekwe and Baba Sekou came to my house for dinner, and I cooked a huge Palestinian meal for them. And I think that's where our bond was formed for real, because I think he just likes me for my cooking. But I remember that night, he thought I was weird because I kept asking him, "What do you think of cell phones? What do you think of laptops? Have you seen them yet?" He's looking at me like, "What?" And, you know, because he had literally at that point been in jail my entire life. He had been in jail my entire existence for 34 years. So I was just looking like, you know, I grew up when cell phones were invented. Like, you know what I mean? I was there when like laptops, computers came out. So I just wondered what that was like and what access they had. Sunday, February 15th, 2015, the organization Existence Resistance, along with the campaign to bring Mumia home, we were given the honor of co-hosting Baba Sekou's Welcome Home, which we entitled Love Yourself, Love Your Freedom. And it truly was an honor to help organize a welcome home for a brother that gave his life for his people. And I understood the heart that that takes. When we call Palestinians martyrs instead of, you know, died or dead, and we say they were martyred, it's because they gave their life for a noble cause. They're our heroes, and we uplift their names and put their faces on posters everywhere where we're from to honor them. And also every single political prisoner in Palestine, no matter if they're in jail for 6 months or if they're in jail for, you know, 30 years, when they are released, they're greeted by their entire city, village, or town. We lift them up, we carry them through the town, you know, singing, chanting, letting off shots, that we're celebrating that our hero is back. And so for me, it was such a great honor to be part of that for Sekou. And it also gave me, you know, hope that everybody will be free soon. As we grew closer and spent more time together, I learned much about his international work and solidarity way before I was born. He told me about the connections between the Black Panthers and the Palestinian Front for the Liberation of Palestine, the PFLP, and his time in the Algiers. And, you know, he was there. So these are firsthand experiences that he's telling me of the camaraderie, of the love, the support our communities have for each other. Because I think a lot of young people thought they had discovered something new with Ferguson and the support we gave each other at that time. And it's definitely a historic moment for us, but it's not new. I think the issue was more that all of our freedom fighters that were on the front lines together were not always there to tell those stories. They were stolen from us and thrown in dungeons from the US to its devil offspring, Israel. Sekou has shown me what a true freedom fighter looks like. He's shown me, I'm sure thousands, he's shown what it means to be consistent, to never compromise, to be yourself, and to always trust your gut. Every single time, and I have called him many times when I need to make a decision, when I'm stressed out, you know, when I'm feeling like at the bottom, and every time he said to me, trust your gut, and he ain't never lie. He ain't never lie. Sekou is someone, I'm sorry, in Palestine, there is one thing that is non-negotiable for us, and that is our sense of community. We look out for each other, we support each other. Anyone in our community that puts their life on the line to better his or her people, anyone is held to the highest regard. And when and if they ever need us, we make sure that they never have to ask us for help. Sekou gave the best part of his 79 years to his people, and the least that we can do is make sure that him nor his wife have to ever worry about a thing during this road to recovery. That doesn't always mean money, although money is fantastic, and obviously we want you to give what you have. But you know, some people don't have. But you can give a couple hours. You can support in so many ways. A couple hours is nothing. If you think about, you know, not all of us make a lot of money, but I'll work a few hours and donate those few hours to Baba Sekou because he gave us 298,044 hours of his life behind bars. So when you put it on that scale, it's really nothing. You know, we waste money every day on BS, every day on nothing. And so, you know, give what you can and know that you're making a difference to somebody that made a huge difference to many lives, not one. Sekou is someone I love very dearly for many reasons. He is a leader. He's a father. He's a grandfather. I don't know if he'll like me mention. He's a great grandfather. He's a husband. He's a friend, a brother, a confidant, a mentor, an inspiration, and a champion of resilience and determination. Sekou is the epitome of a freedom fighter. I wish you a speedy and full recovery, my brother. We love you. The hummus is waiting. Free 'em all, and please give whatever you can. Thank you.
No doubt, no doubt. Nancy, Ashanti, Jihad, definitely appreciate you all coming on deck today. We're going to keep on raising this money. We're going to keep raising the resources up. And I think that this is a great time for all of us to strengthen for the viewers, because we see it's over 200 and something viewers right now. We want you to share this because this is a monumental piece right here. I don't think that you've gotten anything like this on this revolutionary scale in quite a while. And I think that it's time for us to strengthen this political prisoner movement. So we say free them all, free all political prisoners, and down this rotten ass system. Y'all be safe. We'll be right back.
Tell us about.
Unless you stretch the definition of legitimate political activity to include armed robbery, bombing, kidnapping, murdering police officers, and attempting to break out of federal prisons. These fellows have political beliefs and associations. They're not housed here because of their beliefs and associations.
What's happening? What's happening? We are live and direct. This is RSTV. You're on Black Power Media. We have a few powerful guests on right now. We have Baba Hank Jones, one of the San Francisco 8 in the building. We have Baba Bilal Sunni Ali in the building. And we also have one of our great legends. And we're going to turn this microphone on. He who himself, when we talk about Asada Shakur, he was on the turnpike with her and Baba Zaid Shakur. He served 49 years himself, was just released 2022, and we want to welcome Baba Sundiata Kohli. And we see his mic is on mute, so we're gonna unmute his mic. We got Ruba doing the text, so we're gonna see how that go. But while we're doing that, Baba Hank, how you doing? Good to see you. I haven't seen you in 100 years.
Yeah, good to see you too, brother.
You can talk, man. Yes, sir. How you been?
Hanging in there.
Okay. We got Baba Sundiata. How you doing? Good to see you up here tonight.
Good to be here, brother. I'm doing fine.
Right on. So what I'm gonna do to get it started, I want to of course we're raising resources for Baba Sekou tonight, and we want to make sure that all of his comrades or many of his comrades are able to tap in and give some kind words. So I guess we'll start off with Baba Bilal. Baba Bilal, how you doing today?
I'm doing as good as I can. Finished, finished up surgery and after had my post-op inspection, and I'm doing good. I'm doing good. So I'm praying that Sekou equally does good or better, and that he gets out of that rehab situation as soon as possible, as soon as medically possible, not just to get out. But what I'd like to I'm reminded of so many things when it comes to my brother and my comrade Sekou Odinga. I think one of the things that I want to mention, since we're talking about getting the bag and how important it is to get the bag, this goes back to before the Black Panther Party for Self-Defense actually started in New York. We were actually building for revolution, but the people in the party hadn't come to New York yet, and we hadn't made that particular decision. We were having a session of getting people's getting people's skill set down. So what skills people could contribute, what skills people could contribute to struggle. And I remember Sekou saying that he put it in these words. He says, "I'm a good armed robber." Talk about how the skill of being a good armed robber could be used in the struggle, not just in the to execute an expropriation, but the actual different activity that you have to have command of a scene. You have to have the weapon. The weapon is an aid to it. But if you can command the scene, you have to be able to command the scene in an office, in a building lobby, sometimes on a street corner. And you gotta, like I said, the weapon is an aid. But having that ability to command the situation and to let people understand that this weapon is not just a prop. This weapon is useful, and it's going to be used should any of my directives be disobeyed. And being able to put that point across is very important. And he said that, like I said, that was his man. That's one thing he said he could contribute. And so it's it's needless to say, it's history now how much he has contributed just on that, in that regard, of being one who, being one who could take command and take things back in hand and put them back into people's hands.
That's a real good skill, and I'm glad you brought that to the table. Shout out to my co-defendant sitting behind you back there. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, the little chief is sitting back there.
Yeah. Shout out to my brother.
His uncle too.
Yes, sir. Man, definitely good to have you on. We have Baba Jalil just joined us as well. Before we get to him and Baba Hank, we're gonna start off with get to Baba Sundiata Kohli real quick. Again, how you doing, Baba Sundiata? How's everything going with you right now?
Everything's good right now, bro. It's good to be in the program and invited to.
Can you speak a little bit louder? The microphone is kind of far from you.
I just think it's good to be invited to show appreciation to all the people doing.
Can you go in the bathroom? You gotta speak loud. Yeah, you gotta speak loud. Stop mumbling, man.
I'm doing the best I can, man.
There you go. Speak like that.
I appreciate being here.
Go in there. Mogadishu, help them in there.
Right on. So while Baba Sundiata is going to the room.
Let me take the headphones up.
I don't know if I can. Hello. Hello, brother. Can you hear me? Can you hear me?
Yes, sir. We hear you a lot better now. You sound good.
Okay. All right then. Thanks for inviting me.
Yes, sir. Honored to have you on board.
Yeah. To celebrate the commemorate his birthday, and I hope that everybody would dig down deep and contribute as much as you can to this financial situation, because the illness that he's going through is serious, and he needs somebody needs to take it very serious. And that's it. Appreciate being on.
Right on. We appreciate you coming on, and we're glad to see you home. Baba Sundiata served close to 50 years, and this is an example of continuous work and efforts and energies. It's a brother who we study. The beautiful thing for me to even be here to host this event today is a lot of these brothers and sisters that you see. These are people that were posters on my wall when I was coming up, and to be here to see many of them, all of them free is a powerful moment in my life. Baba Hank, we're gonna kick it to you real quick. How's everything going? Can you tell the people who you are a little bit, and who is Sekou to you? And if you have a story to rock with, we can accept that as well. Yeah, you're muted, Hank. So if you can unmute yourself. While Baba Hank is getting his mute button in order, we'll go to Jalil real quick.
There it is.
Okay, we got you. Okay.
Okay.
Yes, sir. Okay, so for folks who are new to you, tell us, give us a little bit of who you are, and who Sekou is to you.
Well, I'm Hank Jones, Black Panther, BLA, I'm still an activist, still out there trying to make a difference. And I was we were at a gathering up there of former political prisoners. And then he came back to Berkeley, to the campus, and I drove up there and we hooked up, and I invited him to come to Southern California when he got a chance. I'm down here in Southern California now. He came out. I knew he needed some money, so we had I set up 6 events on the campuses and 2 in the community, and we did 5 days and raised him some money and made some connections in the community. He has been back.
Hey, Baba Hank, you're freezing up a little bit.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I hear you now. We hear you now.
Okay. No, he's a freedom fighter. I love freedom fighters. He's a comrade, and it's my brother. And I try to do anything or everything I can to help him. Just a warrior. I've been a warrior myself since I was 20 years old. So, and one warrior shows respect to another. And I see Jalil Musakim sitting over there. How you doing, brother? Been a long time.
Assalamu alaikum, Sheikh. I'm doing fine, brother. I'm good to see you. And you're looking good, man. I mean, I got to tell you, man, for a young man of 25, man, doggone, man, you're doing all right, Hey.
I'm 88 now, brother.
Yeah.
I'm headed out of here.
I just turned 72, you know what I mean? So that's one thing I got to say about this program. And first of all, let me say send my extended appreciation to Kalanje, to BPM, and to Val for coordinating and structuring this thing, because this is very important. And one of the things that's important about this, not only in terms of honoring our dear comrade Sekou Odinga, is that we are looking at the age of men here in this program, right? Who at a young age was doing the thing, right? And look at us now, right? Gray-haired and or no hair and still out here doing the work, trying to make things happen, trying to share this marathon of a struggle and pass it on to the next generation. Have them ready. We have to honor that. We have to honor these brothers who are living heroes today. Sekou's a living hero today, right? And we need to understand that. The young people out there, they need to know that, hey, you got heroes walking among you, right? Giants right? Who was standing on the shoulders of giants, right? And this is our history. This is our history of resistance that we're talking about, and that's what Sekou represents. He represents that history of resistance, right? For me,
right.
it is important for as another one is brother Hank. Brother Hank, come on,
Yeah.
y'all don't know this man's history, right? If you knew his history, you'd be honoring, the ground he walks on, for real, right? The brother put down work, right, and went to penitentiary and did work. Came out of the streets and back doing the work. This is what we do, and this is what Sekou did, right? Isn't this what he did? Came back out and did the work. Get back to work, right? Come on, people. We got to recognize. Yeah, we need to honor Sekou. We need to honor these elders, right, including me, right? I nominate myself as a senior citizen now, right? But hey, this is the work that we need to do, right? Building community and building a long-term support base for our elders, right? As we grow old, right? And recognizing the sacrifices that they committed, what Sekou committed, the sacrifices he committed. Come on, people, right? This is why this money is so important, right? This is why we have to raise this funds for Brother Sekou. And if we can do this for Sekou, we can do it for our entire community. This is how we empower ourselves, right? By moving in this kind of direction, by building this kind of economic foundation that we support ourselves even in our old age. All right. So I'm very grateful to BPM, to you, Kalonji, and to Valerie for having the wherewithal to put this thing together so we can talk about these issues in support of our dear brother Sekou.
No doubt, no doubt. Hey, listen, man.
We don't want to forget about Sister Day. She's she's always there. She's right there holding it down, and she needs help too.
Right on.
Okay.
Right on. Baba Hank, did I hear you say that you were 88 years old? Is that correct?
That's correct, brother. Every bit of it.
Wow, man, you look like you're in better shape than half the folks I know my age. You know what I mean? And that's an actual fact. I want to say, man, we salute you. I know for folks who don't know the history, when you talk about Hank Jones and Jalil Muntaqim, these are brothers who were literally tortured by the state. They were co-defendants in the San Francisco 8. And shout out to their other comrades. I know that one is an ancestor now, but we love and support. I had the opportunity to meet them when they was doing their tour with their film, and I believe we did a couple of different speaking engagements in different parts of the country. But we appreciate your contribution and what you all brought to the table. It's phenomenal. And definitely we have it ain't over. I know Baba Hank talking about he on his way out. I think we got good 88 more years to go. You know what I mean? Till we free. So stick around. We clearly need you. We have some more brothers and sisters coming on deck. We have a young fellow I know here fixing his work. Chef Perry have to join in the building. What's happening? We're gonna bring him back on in a second. But yeah, any closing words you all want to leave us with?
I just want to tell another very quick story.
Okay.
Because Sekou, one of the things about him was that Sekou was so good. The reason he came back, we all age and we all change. But when Sekou came back, he was a master of disguise. He could go up people who had been doing work with him in the past, and some of them would look at him and wonder, kind of scratch their head, but nobody would say, "Is that Sekou Odinga?" And even if they thought it was, his word and his word and his activity had preceded him so much, and people understood that could have been, and if that is good, and if it is, I'm not saying about it. I'm just let it go. I'm just gonna let it go and hope that it is. And yeah, that's the so that without even telling another story, I just tell that bit about another aspect of Sekou, because you hear he came back, but you know the FBI was looking for him, the CIA was looking for him. He had been involved with SWAPO. He had been involved with PLO. He had, he wasn't just out on vacation. He was out rumbling with the rumblers around the world. And he came back to rumble with us again. He had that master of disguise action going on, and he could fool you. So, and salute Sekou.
Yeah. Definitely salute to Sekou and Dekui as well. And it's wild just hearing all these stories about Sekou. You know, if we're talking about a movie that should be made, this is a real life movie. And it's funny because when we telling these stories to some of the folks younger than me, we're in political education class, and they like, oh man, that sounds like some Marvel, or that sounds like, they can't believe it. Like it's just hype, like it couldn't possibly be, a freedom fighter or freedom fighters like you all. So definitely appreciate you all sharing the story. We got Chairman Fred Hampton Jr. in the building. I don't know if he's ready to come on or not. Unmute your mic, Chairman Fred. He's like he working double time right now.
Hold on 1 second. I want you to tell this in. Okay, hey, comrades, right on.
What's happening?
Hey, man, Freedom on Revolution, love, respect, y'all. Forgive me for getting in late. I'm trying to tie, man. I had to get in on here. I'm trying to tie our weekly audience in, the Freedom on Radio. So I got our audience listening right now too. I'm horrible with this technology, but we said all hands on deck, all paws on deck for this call here, man. I see, hey, you got some hell of a forces on deck already. Love, revolution, love, respect, everyone. Who all we got here? I can't really see.
We got Baba Hank Jones. We got Bilal Sunni Ali. Baba Bilal. We got Commander Shakur back there. Look like he working on his Tai Chi just in case, And
revolutionary respect to all y'all. Hey, I'm coming in late. I'm just I don't know if my audience can hear now. We trying to work this out. But we just want to let the record reflect that we on deck, you know what I'm saying, in regards to this man, this true asset to our people, man. You know what I'm saying? We on, man, we can't stress enough how important this is, you know what I'm saying? Again, whatever support we can, you know what I'm saying, regardless to brother man Sekou Odinga, man, to my I just recommend to people who don't know about him, you can read the watered down version or this online, what have you. But no, you can't, no amount of words can articulate this phenomenal force, man. You know what I'm saying? Again, this is a real deal, not a role model, but a real model. This man. When duty calls, man, we should be honored and humble. He came with some of the people. I'm talking about, man. Even when they tried to, we cleared that prison. The purpose of prison is not to rehabilitate us. It's designed to break us. And I'm talking about, man, his spirit, he touched down. I'm talking about all the torture inside the New York police stations. They done to him, the attacks, held captive. Man, again, I was just honored to touch that. His courage is contagious. It transcends generational lines. It transcends geographical lines. You dig? And you know what I'm saying? His offspring, it's in his DNA. You know what I'm saying? I mean, man. And again, I just can't stress enough to reiterate this call, y'all. We talk about these forces, and we touch on no abstract sort of way. We need some actual tangible support. You know what I'm saying? Regards to this medical assistance, man. I mean, the financial fund. People say, "Well, Chairman Fred, sometimes you be using words people don't they're really not relating to." Well, resources, finance, money, funds. You know what I'm saying? Man, whatever we can do to support, man. I'm looking at the picture right now, man. Hey, y'all, hey, this is a soldier, man. And I got a brother online with us right now, who on our show, he's calling in his brothers in Minnesota locked up and we working on his case. We're gonna put the word about his case, and this man, it get bleak inside those concentration camps. But you read about the stance of Sekou Odinga. Again, I don't care if you're in isolation in the whole wherever you at, man. It's inspiring. It's inspiring.
Yeah, no doubt. We're definitely glad to hear you with those words. And we know it's always time to rumble. We needed some sister energy, so I had to call my mama Pam. You know what I'm saying?
The Minister of Confrontation, Pan Africa's online, no doubt about it. So we still here, gang.
All right.
What's happening, Mama? How you doing?
I'm doing good. I wasn't looking to pop right in right now.
Hey, you know what we do.
All right, we do what we got to do.
I'm gonna turn this down a little bit on this phone. Okay, I'm gonna tag team with.
Right.
Brother,
this
my
is
brother who calling in. Are you familiar?
Give me 1 second. Let me Ego. Go ahead, Pam. Let's rock with it.
It's my time.
Yeah, you in the building. Chairman Fred over there, he got a whole nother show going on at the same time. You know how you do.
Oh, okay. That's right. We used to tag teaming, and but yeah, it's really important. I just looked at Razakhan was watching, and he seen that it's $60,000 that was raised already.
Well, I think some of that was already raised. We can't claim that tonight. I think we might have pulled in a good 5, but I think that we need another 10, 15 before it's over. I think we need about $100,000 tonight. That's just yeah. I think that need to happen because Sekou has already served us, and we need to serve Sekou. So we got about an hour and a half left, so we need y'all digging y'all wallets. Bob Bilal already said that there was some classes back in the day that was being taught. We can't teach them tonight. However, bring it on home. Pam looked like she disappeared on us real quick. She said Woodward left us, but we'll catch up back in a second. You're checking out RSTV. Nowhere else will you see so many different freedom fighters. I see a whole lot of good folks in the chat here tonight from all different walks of life. Put in the chat, tell us where you tapping in from. We know there's folks on here from the continent, folks from different parts of Asia, the whole nine, and we're grateful to be here serving our people here tonight, and more importantly, serving Sekou. We're gonna go to a quick spin-off, quick little break, and we're gonna be right back at you in a minute. You're checking out RSTV. This is Black Power Media. Make sure you put something in the bucket for Sekou. The GoFundMe link is at the bottom and scrolling across the bottom of the screen right now. So make sure you all put something in that bucket. This is going to not a worthy cause, or not because it's going to a serious cause, and that's to support our freedom fighter and our elder OG Sekou Odinga. We're gonna be right back with Mama Pam and a few other folks and a few ticks. Y'all stay tuned.
Free the land and free them all. I'm just calling to offer a salute and tribute to my big brother, Baba Sekou Odinga. I've had the pleasure of knowing Sekou Odinga for decades, met him when I was a young man, but didn't know that was his name when I met him. Always respected him as a soldier. I did not know the name Sekou Odinga. I had read it before, but I didn't associate it with the brother I had met until he was captured. And it was really months after his capture, because when the picture I saw of the brother named Sekou Odinga, who was captured, had been beaten so bad when the time the NYPD Joint Terrorist Task Force, FBI, had, beaten him so bad he survived the torture, the hours of torture that they had subjected our brother to, our comrade to, our leader to. And so Sekou survived that, and I got to then know him as Sekou Odinga and visiting him at MCC in New York before his trial. We worked diligently to let people know during that case of New African freedom fighters, Sekou Odinga, Brother Chewy Ferguson, Jamal Joseph, of course, um, Bilal Sunni Ali, comrades like Sylvia Berardini and others who were on trial during that particular time, and later, Matulu Shakur and Marilyn Buck would be a part of the same, not exactly the same trial, but the same case, if you will. But we salute them all as freedom fighters, but particularly Sekou, who I remember Brother Chokwe Lumumba, before he passed, he said he wanted to write a book on Sekou Odinga because he was just so moved by Sekou's stance during the trial, his willingness to stand for the right of New African people to struggle and resist by any means necessary. Sekou was very clear that he was fighting for national liberation, for the independence of the new African nation, and represented that. And, I also just want to say that I had the honor of meeting Sekou's parents and spent some time with his mother, and actually attended her homegoing when she passed. He comes from a very spiritual family, met his siblings, other relatives, and so he comes from good stock. He comes from strong community, and he tries to give back to us the best of how he was raised and the best of community. So he's somebody who loves humanity, and so it's why we need to show our humanity and love for Baba Sekou. There's much more I could say, but I'll just cut it off right now. Hopefully we'll get to say more in the future. So Sekou, we love you. My family, Aminata, our children, our grandchildren, all have love and respect for you. And we say free the land, free the land, free the land by any means necessary.
No doubt. There was Baba A.K. Akinyele Umoja. He couldn't make it tonight because of another commitment. But as you see, he sent his salute. Also, folks like Sylvia Berardini from Italy, she messaged and said, she's showing love to Dequi and Sekou as well. And there's a gang of comrades in the chat right now. Too many for me to mention right now, but we love you all and we appreciate your support. Right now, according to GoFundMe, we've gotten 65 donations tonight so far. So we definitely need more because we see it's over 200 and something people on the joint. So we ain't trying to put nobody on blast, but your nickels, your dollars, your quarters, a penny, something, put it up, let us know what we got. If you can't do it tonight, we understand that. We're not trying to beat nobody in the head, but if you got it to share, then it's for a worthy cause. Anyway, we got Mama Pam, you can unmute yourself. Dr. Kokai has joined us as well. Checking out RSTV. This is Black Power Media. Wow. Sister Pam Africa. How you doing, Mama? What's going on with you?
I'm doing good. I don't know what happened that last time. But he's a friend, a brother, a teacher, a mentor. You know.
So for some reason, Mama Pam faded out again. I guess the feds don't be wanting to hear her say what she got to say. But while we're waiting for her to get it back on, Dr. Kokai, what's happening? We got Dr. Kokai Patterson in the building. Another strong brother. Wait, we got Mama Pam. Pam, you good?
Yeah, my phone keeps ringing, and
okay.
It keeps cutting me off. People want to know how to get on that I sent the information to.
Okay, we must got the same people.
Right. When Val was telling us about the raising of funds tonight, I was thinking that and I came back to Philadelphia, And I was telling people that, we in Philadelphia need to do a fundraiser. Then I called Brother Fred, Chairman Fred Hampton, and Junior, and was telling him the same thing. And he said, yeah, I'm on it, Mom. I'm on it, Mom. And, I think I talked with you too, Kalonji, and I've been talking with different people, because one thing we know, no matter how much money we raise tonight, we want to still need more. And everything is so very, very costly. And, I'm going to send mine in on the 3rd. And, that's Social Security Day. Send mine in on that day. But, we all got to, do what it is that we can do. And just listening to the history of Brother Sekou is just, it's overpowering. And, it's just, phenomenal what he has done in his time. And the fact that, he's a warrior inside the prisons when he came out after all that he went through. And and I had to say that about all the brothers. They came right back out here on the front line and continue to do the fight. So one thing we're going to do, we're going to work to bring this brother, like we did out the prison. We're going to work to get him out that bed. On the move, long live revolution.
On the move. We're always happy to have you on board. I was waiting for you to throw in a motherfucker, because that's your trademark. But
oh yeah.
Huh?
I'll save that for the next motherfucker I see. I don't see
No
nothing.
doubt.
Again, I don't feel that. I don't feel that word. That word comes out with, the anger that you feel about, what the motherfuckers that put him there. And that's what
right.
I say.
That's right. I thought I had an imposter on here. We had to check in. But
You sound like Brother Herman Ferguson.
I
We
already
went
know.
did an event, and he said to Sister Basima, and I thought Pam Africa was going to be here. And she said she was. He said, I didn't hear motherfucker one time. He said she couldn't have been here. So he told me, be yourself all the time. And but some places I do, and some places, I mean, not that I don't be myself. Sometimes, those words come out with the feeling of expression. But like right here, right now, it's the farthest thing from my lips until
No
you
doubt.
brought it out.
Hey, always blame Kalonji with all
Yeah,
else spells.
Kalonji.
Hey, real quick, it was only one other time I heard you not say it, and we was in Sacramento doing a Black August event. And you came up, this was maybe like 2006, 2007. And you came off stage. I said, damn, Pam, I said, you all right? You ain't say motherfucker. She said, you said I was, but that motherfucker in the front kept talking about people cussing. So every time I was about to say something, I looked down and saw him.
You know what? I should have did a Tupac on him. You see that one that Tupac did with Brother Khalid?
Yeah.
I just sent that out the other day.
No doubt. No doubt. We appreciate you, Mama Pam. We got Dr. Kokai in the building. He got his joint on mute right now. We see him in the background. I don't know if you can hear us. Dr. Kokai, how you doing, brother?
I'm off now.
Okay, no doubt. Good to see you on deck. I see you. It looked like there's a party going on at the hospital.
Absolutely. I'm over here with Brother Sekou, with Baba Sekou, and all the other soldiers that was here. Sundiata's still here, Naruba, and so many other brothers and sisters who came through today. So I'm in an honorable kind of position right now. Peace and blessings, and shout out to all my other fellow warriors, Brother Bilal and Jihad and Jalil and my sister Pam. I love you. And everybody else that's on this call that I did not mention your name. I love you all. I want to talk a little bit about the importance of this health project that we're dealing with Sekou Odinga. Most of the people on this line know that myself and Dr. Tatsuo Harano was Dr. Mutulu Shakur's medical practitioners during that time from December to June. Of course, he passed in July. I was back in D.C. by that time. We had set up a protocol, and that protocol that we set up allowed us to infuse Doc's lifestyle, Matulu's lifestyle. Well, I mentioned to my barber, Sekou Odinga, that as soon as he comes out, that I'm going to come up to his house and hang out with him for a week. And he says, oh, no, brother, you're going to be there for a month or two with me. And no doubt, however long, the general, however long my big brother, however long our leader wants me to be there, I'm going to be there. But just like I was there with Matulu Shakur, the only way I was able to stay there, and you guys know, the only way I was able to stay there is that you all sent me money on a daily basis. You all sent money to Matulu specifically for his treatment so I could go to the organic health food stores and buy him organic foods so that I could get to him the kind of natural supplements and herbs and things, very expensive stuff that we was using for Matulu when he came home. The protocol that we put together is the protocol that kept him alive for those 5 months. As we infused this body with not just herbs, diet, nutrition, but acupuncture, reflexology, massage, foot detox, Reiki, pranic healing, energetic healing. We did all kinds of things on a daily basis. I was with Matulu from 8 o'clock in the morning to 8, 9 o'clock every night. Well, this is the same kind of protocol that's going on right here with Baba Sekou Odinga. Sister Dekwe, I love her, and the fact that she's taking care of my brother, and I told her that, a while back, how important it is, that she does what she does, but it's even more important for us to support her. So it's important for us to recognize that Sekou is going to need all the therapeutic processes involved. So that's acupuncture, massage, all of those things. He's going to need a great diet, a diet having to do with natural foods, having to do with organic foods, good crisp spring water, all of these things that we're going to need. But this is a continual process. It worked, and we did it for 5 months with Dr. Matulu Shakur. We may have to do it longer with Baba Sekou Odinga. But it's important for you all to dig deep in your pockets. As we put together our treatment team when he comes home, please communicate with me, communicate with Dekwe, communicate, with this cadre that will be working with him around his health issues. So the things that we need to do for anybody who's coming out of jail to help rebuild their body after being in jail 20, 30, 40 years, 50 years, we got to do that same thing with Sekou. As somebody said earlier, all the work that he did, his commitment, and the grind that he was involved in, those things wear your body down, wear your body down. So at certain points in times, our body would just give up, and we can't take and deal with the things that are laid on us at a specific point in time. So right now, Sekou needs all our prayers. Sekou needs all of the support that he can get as it relates to any knowledge or information that you might want to share with me or Dekwe or anybody that's going to be on this health team. The last thing, again, get that money, because like Matulu said, we got to get the bag. So let's get that money in. On average, we're going to need at least on average $2,000, $3,000, $4,000 a month to take care of this. This is what we was doing with Matulu Shakur. So Sekou is no different. And family, I know we can do it. Straight ahead, like Matulu said. Sekou Odinga, again, trained me in a lot of things as it relates to, warfare in our community, as it relates to being a clear-cut soldier, as it relates to being a family man, as it relates to, being someone who can share that love with the community and spread it, across the world. Sekou has been that leader for me, and I thank him. And I thank him for all that he's done for us, and I'm here for him. So let's get the money out, y'all. Let's get that bag filled up.
Right on, right on. Hey, man, we definitely appreciate what you've done, Dr. Kakai. And I already told myself it's time for me to become a student.
Yes, sir.
So, yeah. So
Yeah, with
definitely.
that, Kalonji, with that being said, we just left Houston. Sekou was out there for a couple of weeks with some folk out there, and we just trained 15 people in Houston. We also trained 15 people in Detroit. Pam knows that we scheduled to come to Philly to do that training in Philly real soon. We're looking at maybe January. We're trying to do it in December, but now we moved it back to January. So Kalonji, let me know whenever you're ready. We're there, brother.
We here. You know where I'm at. So definitely appreciate your work. We have our brother Bullwhip joining us tonight as well. Bullwhip, turn your mic on, Bullwhip, if you don't mind. Be safe, Dr. Kokai. Bullwhip, your microphone's off.
Okay, you got me now?
We got you now. Look like you sitting in the dark, like Con Ed said.
I feel like I'm in the dark. The light is
Good to have
poor.
you on. The light is poor?
Yeah.
It's all good. You're in New York. It's like that sometimes. we Bullwhip took it back to the 1977 blackout. It's all good.
Y'all have to excuse the light, y'all. The light is poor. The light is poor.
It's all good, man. You know that's that melanin seeping through. For folks who are unaware, you know, give us a backstory on who Baba Sekou is to you and who you are, because some folks, you know, they last time we got to, speaking of Houston, we got to hang out with you in Houston some months ago, and you know, you always you know, it's never a dull moment when Bullwhip's on board. So if you don't mind, give the people some background of who you are and you know, why you're here to support Baba Sekou.
Oh, yes, my brother, Sekou, my brother, one of my big brothers. I see, first of all, let me say hello to everybody. All power to the people. It's all good to see what I seen tonight. I feel good. Y'all comrades make me feel good. Y'all make me always want to tell everybody that we are Panthers for life.
Right on.
And that we're not former nothing. We are veteran Panther warriors for life.
Right.
And that I always stress to people about us, because we have done a lot out there. Sekou, Bilal, Harold, Daruba, Jamal, Asante. I mean, I'm seeing all these beautiful people up here, and I went to go see my brother the other day, and I looked at Sister Yaz and I. And Deku was there. We sat with the brother. I watched the brother. And my heart sank it really sank within me. Because here is a brother that I got a lot of inspiration from. Especially when we did that trip together, Kalonji, down to Houston.
Yes, sir.
And we were all part of that. It was a very good trip for me, because we went to places that I have heard about in my history books reading. And here I'm in Galveston, Texas. Here I'm in Houston, Texas. I'm meeting these beautiful people. And we're out on the beachfront over in Galveston, and we started playing instruments. Sekou and I and Dequi, and we were playing the drums and everything. And it was just like a spiritual honoring.
See, I had all the fun after I left, though, I noticed, because I left before y'all got to the beach.
Yes. And it was one of the most beautiful things there was. People was walking by, they stopped, they listened, they were like, and they seen, and they were wondering, who are these folks? And we was just in another world doing our thing. But I felt the ancestors around us and embracing us for what we are all about. I heard someone mention to the fact of the work that has done. Sekou has, since he's been home, he's been on the ground running. Just like Jalil, on the ground running. And to see my comrades out there still serving the people, still speaking to the people, still dealing with the youth that we all are doing. I took a switch. I'm dealing with the seniors. The reason why I'm dealing with the seniors like I am, and when I mean dealing with the seniors, I'm showing them documentaries and movies of the African persuasion, the consciousness about us and other struggles in the world and how it comes together and how we're all a part of this. And I try to bring to the seniors to stimulate that mind to not forget who we are as a people, as a people. When we was in Houston, I went to the center, and in this center was one of the most fabulous centers I have ever seen so far going any place, the one in Houston. And to know that they have maintained it for so long and did what they did, it's just an honor to have gone there. To go to Galveston, Texas, I did not know myself, nor did Sekou, none of us knew that Jack Johnson, the first heavyweight boxer, black boxer, was from Galveston, Texas. That blew my mind. And then they showed a fist. They got a piece, a symbol of a fist, a hand with a fist. And I realized the only time I ever seen a fist was when I went to Detroit and seen the Joe Louis fist that they have. So here I am in Galveston and said, well, I'll be doggone, look at this. But these are things that we don't know, and these are things that sort of embrace us. Now, Sekou is like me. Sekou loves to eat. We both love to eat, and we both love sweets. But I have to pull away from sweets because I'm a diabetic. So I know I have to people, be what you call conscious and be strong. But believe me, I do have my little carrot cake, and I have my little something every once in a while. And I have a sister named Yasmin. If I'm eating any kind of sweet, she gonna definitely get on me, and some nieces who's gonna get on me if they see me eating sweet. But y'all know I do eat my little sweets. I just a little bit now. I don't go overboard because I wanna. If I leave this planet, I want to leave it with everything I came in here with. But to see all my comrades, to see the illnesses that they're suffering, and how close it is to home to me to see this, from my sister Yaz, from my sister Dequi, from my wife Crystal, and to see my brother's comrade. They said things that you don't supposed to believe in, conspiracies and all that, but I don't give a damn. Now, I knew my sister Pam didn't curse, so I'm gonna try to be like her right now. I don't give a damn. They are doing something to our people, and they are doing something to us. And whatever it is, we don't know. And it has affected all of us in one way or the other. God knows what they have put in the joint, and when a lot of y'all was locked down within your food and stuff, no matter what you eat, God knows what they have put in the water that touched your body. So we don't know. But I think to tell you this, I know it's something. In my heart, I know it's something that they're doing to us as a people. And if our young people will listen to us, they wouldn't get themselves caught up within them jails like they're doing. They have to understand. We have to understand. When I see sister from Palestine, her Tubman, I think that's how you pronounce her name. Habaric Tubman. When I seen her speaking, when I met her, this sister gave me a Palestine shawl to wear, a scarf. And I put that up. I wear it every once in a while because I want people to see it. But I think about these people who are going through the struggles that they're going through now, what the system is doing to us as a people and what they're doing to other people. It's no changes. It's no change. Only thing change is the characters, the people who are doing it. That's the only change. It's the same system that's impounding on us. And this is one thing that I know my brother Sekou always speak about when he goes out. And Mac gave us a chance to go out and speak, and it was so interesting because the person I met, a brother, I told Sekou about this brother. He's the brother who has a brother that's been in jail on death row over in Texas. And the brother gave me the story that night, and he let people know that he had spoken to a brother, which was I, And he told me the story. And it became so deep that when it came to ask, when he was talking about his family, he got up and he just walked away. And I didn't see the brother until the next day. And it just got me to say, look at all the things that we're going through as a people. We did not ask to come here. We were stolen and brought here. We did not ask to come here. We were stolen and brought here. So we have the right to fight to get our freedom. We have the right to fight to get what we need. We have the right to fight and stop all this critical race theory shit that they're trying to throw at us to tell us don't tell our history because they don't want their people to be harmed. Well, damn it, what you think you did to my people for over 500 years and still doing? So, like Jalil say, we got to go out there and we got to continue to educate. You educate to liberate. This is what I believe, and this is what I will continue to do no matter which age group you work with. We educate to liberate because we need our liberation. Bilal said it very best. Free the land. Uncle Wally said it. Free the land. We need to free the land. We need to free all our comrades that still locked down in them gulags. We got to free them. We got to free them. We got to continue this work until we're no longer here to do it ourselves, and our children, our cubs, will pick up the mantle that we put in their hands to carry it on. When I see Junior come up, Fred Jr. come up, when I see him speaking and talking, I feel good about that. When I see my young cubs out there talking, I feel good about that. When I see my cubs talking, I feel good about that because I know it's gonna trickle down to the great grandchildren, and they don't know what's coming when these young people come about. Because I'm looking at my great grands now and seeing how they acted, and I'm saying, boy, y'all in for something. You thought we were bad. Woo, you ain't seen nothing yet. So blessed be to Sister Dequi for all the hard work that she's doing every night, every day of being there with my brother. Behind us, brothers, let's be real. Behind every black man that's been on this here, for every black man born in this world, behind us is a strong black woman, starting from your mama first. If you don't know anything, learn that. Starting from your mama first, your grandmama, your wife, your sisters. These are strong black women, and I have to give them all my love to them for what they are doing. Believe me what I say. Sekou, you know I love you, brother. I want you to get better. I'm coming back up to see you, but I want to let you know something jumped off on my side of the fence that I have to take care of. But I know that I'm in your corner 101%.
Yeah. Hey, Bullwhip, man, we always appreciate you. It's always good to see you. Even when you come on the screen in the dark, it's still good to see you.
Listen, I'm sorry about that, y'all. I really am. I try to get in the most lit place. Can you see me now?
It's all good, man. Your future's so bright, we gotta wear shades, even if it's dark. Don't even trip. we definitely appreciate you rocking with us. We're gonna go to a quick break. We have some more folks coming on deck. You are checking out RSTV. This is on Black Power Media. Make sure that you check out what we're doing. Make sure that you continue to support our work, our efforts, our energy. Also, while you're here, subscribe to not only Black Power Media, also if you're on YouTube, subscribe to Riot Starter TV. I will have exclusive content on Riot Starter TV on YouTube, so make sure you subscribe to that particular channel as well. We're building it out. We want to keep it blacker and blacker and more blacker. You understand what I'm saying? So y'all make sure y'all stay tuned. We got a whole lot more coming up. Right now, let me check out the fundraiser. Let's see what the money looking like right now. See if y'all deserve any more content. Let's see if we go to this. If we can go to the GoFundMe and see what it look like over here. Okay, we're not doing so bad right now. It's at 61,868. Okay. I think we could get up to 65. Can we get up to 65 tonight, y'all?
Oh,
You know what I'm
yes.
saying? These hospital bills, they cost money. Again, there's no revolutionary insurance that ain't came yet. You know what I mean? When you're against the system, when you're against the state, they're absolutely against you. We need to support our OG, our elder, Sekou Odinga. Again, when we say OG, and I have my man Cherry Fred in the joint. OG means original gorilla. That's what we mean when we say that. You know what I mean? So shout out to all the comrades and all the freedom fighters out there. We're gonna be right back at you, and we'll give you a little love story, real quick. Everybody feeling all right? Put a black power in the chat if you're feeling what we're talking about. Stay tuned.
Tell us about your love story with Dequi.
My love story with
Your
Dequi.
love story with
Well, Well, I met Dequi while in prison. As you see, the picture there was us in prison. She was a activist herself. She is an activist. She was working on helping political prisoners of war, get what they need and get information out about us. And we became close when she started working on my case in particular. I asked her would she help my son organize a defense committee for me. And she agreed to do that. And so we were constantly back and forth talking to her on the phones. And it just, initially when I first seen her, she's such a physically beautiful woman. So that already caught my attention. And then to find how intelligent she was to go along with that enhanced it, and her commitment just put it over the top. So you would have to ask her, about why she would mess with something like me. I have no idea. I'm happy. I always say that the Creator sent it to me, and that it was something amazing.
What's happening? This is RSTV again. Riot Started TV. We're happy to have you all on here. We have a whole lot more coming up. I try to give you all some more people. I think we might have to pause on bringing people up here yet. I mean, because I'm not sure that you all are enjoying what it is you're seeing. Subscribe to Black Power Media if you haven't subscribed. Black Power Media on YouTube. Also subscribe to RSTV, Riot Started TV on YouTube as well for some exclusive content. We want to keep bringing you that heavy hitting information. We want to keep giving you that blackness. We want to keep giving it to you raw because we think it's necessary. So make sure you keep on subscribing and keep on working with us. And let us know what you'd like to see on this channel. Again, make sure you share. We might be on here for a little while longer. Again, our deepest appreciation. In the background, we have our brother Bullwhip. We have Chairman Fred Hampton Jr. still with us, Baba Bilal, Sunni Ali, and others. And we're going to pause for the cause for a minute. Y'all stay tuned, and we're going to be right back at you in a few ticks. What's happening, good people? We're live and direct. We back, RSTV. We are joined. We have Brother Bullwhip on deck. We have Chairman Fred Hampton Jr. He's doing a double broadcast right now, promoting what's going on right on his channel as well. And we are now joined with one of my favorite attorneys on the planet, Bob Boyle. What's happening, Bob? How's everything going?
Great. Can you hear me?
We hear you. You in the building.
Wait. It's an honor to be here. It's an honor to be here for Sekou Odinga. It's an honor to be here with you all who are on the screen right now, and for everyone who has given money and is tuning into this really important event. And I really thank everyone who put this together and who are here for brother Sekou.
No doubt. For folks who are late and need a late pass and they haven't been they haven't been on the block too long, can you give folks a brief bio as to who you are and why you support Sekou? And if you have a short story on on Sekou, that would be beautiful as well.
Sure, I'm a lawyer, and one of my first cases was representing Daruba bin Wahad, and after many, many years, we were able to secure his freedom. And yeah, I think I'll tell you how I happened to meet Sekou Odinga. It was 1981, October of 1981, and I was a lawyer for about 3 months, and Daruba bin Wahad was in the MCC. And some stuff went down in Queens. Sekou got arrested. M. Tayari, his comrade, got killed by the police. And as Akinyele talked about earlier, after Sekou was taken into custody, he was beaten unmercifully for days. I mean, unmercifully, to the extent that his liver and his pancreas basically stopped working. So I was in on a legal visit seeing Daruba at the MCC in New York, and he said, "You got to go see Sekou. You got to make sure he's all right. You got to do this." So I had the the drive to do that. I was going to say the arrogance of youth, but I would still do that today, not just when I was a youth. But yeah, so I went to, he was in the prison ward of Kings County Hospital, right? Not a great place back in 1981. I mean, so I walk up there with my little ID and my briefcase and say, "I want to see Sekou Odinga." Right. And after some haggling, because they didn't know who I was, but I had the right ID, I went into a room and I see this man coming through the bars and the thick doors. And he was wearing a hospital gown. And when you have these IVs and they have a pole and you're walking along, well, that was the way Sekou was when I first met him. As I said, his liver and his pancreas were just about not working, and he was in this place, with atrocious medical care and facing these criminal charges that would eventually turn into 33 years in prison. But Sekou, in my first visit with him and up to the present time, has a really positive outlook, and an outlook that says I can beat this, and he beat those health issues, and he became strong. And as Akinyele spoke about, he represented himself in federal court. He kept the politics in command, and was very, very strong through the whole. It was about a year-long trial, and he represented himself. And once he was convicted in around 1984 or 85, he was first sent into the federal prison system. And I happened to see him in the U.S. penitentiary at Marion, where Sundiata spent a lot of time. And that's a torture chamber. That was the control unit prison. And then when they built the control unit prison out in Florence, Colorado, they moved Sekou there. And that's a sensory deprivation facility. And I saw him once out there, and that it continues to be a brutal, psychologically and physically brutal location. But Sekou survived all of this, and it's his politics, his love for his people, his what he grew up with, that I think, helped him survive all of that. And over the course of my many years representing, Black political prisoners, that's what I have found is this resilience and strength. And, some of it here and there is rubbed off, not like them themselves. But, but I wanted to also talk about, when Daruba and Jamal were out earlier, and they just talked about the love that the Panthers had for each other and being regular people from the hood and doing all that. One of the best times I had last year was I went with Sekou and some other people to see the Knicks play the Nuggets. And we had a ball. We had a ball. Sekou came wearing his Knicks jersey, and and on top of everything, the Knicks actually won those bouts. And so that was, and it's what is Che Guevara's the famous quote, the true revolutionary is motivated by feelings of love.
That's right.
And I have to say that's Sekou Odinga and a lot of those the political prisoners. And just in closing, we have a horrible health system in this country, right? And that's why we're on here this evening, is because they give you the bare minimum,
right,
under Medicare and Medicaid. Dequee doesn't have enough to take an Uber from the facility to home at night, right? She shouldn't have to do that. Get other people to pick her up. That should be, she's there all day taking care of him. And it's work out of love, yes. But, we're all human, and she should get that. And, we hope Sekou will be well enough to come home soon. And when he's home, he's going to need help because Medicare only pays for so many days of home care, right? And it'll just be Dequee and Sekou, and they're going to need some help. Now, there are people who have organized help, and they've done a wonderful job, but we're talking long term here. And it's expensive. It's expensive. And this is where we come here tonight, where I'm happy to be, to offer whatever assistance I can to Sekou. And I see Dequee now on the screen. Greetings, Zaid, greetings. And once again, I'm really happy to be here, and let's help Sekou Odinga.
No doubt. Bob, we appreciate you and all the work you've done, and not just assisting, Daruba and Sekou, but many other political prisoners. I think you're definitely a model example of a revolutionary attorney, if there should be a name for one, So, and I'm also, we have a show coming up with you and Daruba, a series. I'm just gonna put it out there so we can honor that. A series dealing with COINTELPRO. So you all stay tuned for that. Daruba and Bob and myself will be talking about some things that haven't been discussed, because I think that oftentimes, we have a whole bunch of know-it-alls. We have so many people that know everything about nothing. You understand what I'm saying? And I think that sometimes we need to hear from the horse's mouth, while they can still speak. And definitely we appreciate, we've had some real triple OGs on here. We had Sundiata Akoli on. It's the first time I got to see him. We were talking about a man who's 86 years old, who literally served almost 50 years in prison, 49 years. You had Jalil Muntaqin, another one who served 49 years in prison. Right now we have Baba Zaid Muhammad on board, but we also have the lady of the hour, and I'm trying to get one of them t-shirts. I've been trying to get that shirt for some years. You got Mama Day-Quee in the
Other
background.
revolutionary fashion. That's what she is.
You know what I mean? You know, she got the whole throw going on, just fly for no reason. Anyway, what's going on, Zay? How you doing?
Well, first, you know, in this setting, I am hardly the Baba. Right? You said it. The Triple OGs has spoken. I'm just proud to have been nurtured and asked to serve with them, you know, in their post-prison capacity. Humble as hell to be in this space. Proud as hell of my sister who's at the top of the screen. So proud of her, right? And yeah, she's not just Sekou's queen.
Sure.
Day-Quee, step by step, day by day, hour by hour, crafted that campaign that got him the fuck out. She got her man out. I don't know if she knew he was going to be her man at that point, but she did in a deliberate way that we all need to understand how this worked to get our freedom fighters out, short of going to get them, has to be done.
Right on.
It's that we got to lift up our queens because they've been cradling our skies just for about 400-500 years, right? And she's been exemplary in that. And, you know, we both came into Panther space at the same time. So, you know, we have this, you know, we have been at each other and, you know, on a long way for a long time. She was with BPC and I was with D, and we had a campaign to New African Political Prisoners back then, all around the same time. But and that, you know, let me just come straight to the point, to the minutes that I have here, right? I think it's important to hear what Bob said on top of everything else, to hear what Kakai said, right? Because that's why we're here. Because of Sekou's health. Like our freedom fighters don't come home from these gulags with no pensions and no insurance and none of that. They come with long scars that represent their commitment. Long scars, right? So we need to, and Kokai, you know, laid out what he's going to need, you know, X number of dollars a month. We need to look at that. We need to look at that. Before I stop, let me stop hollering because I get crazy like that. Y'all know how I do, right? Let me bring it back to our faith tradition, because you can't be the kind of freedom fighter that a Sekou Odinga is without the love and faith that great warrior has. He's what I call a Malcolm Muslim, a revolutionary Muslim. I don't care about NOI, Sunni this and Shafi and all the field. Malcolm was a revolutionary. See? And that was the young man that picked up Malcolm's revolutionary gear, Malcolm's revolutionary line, and made a Malcolm revolutionary sacrifice. Oh, in Islam, we say this. Prophet Muhammad in a revolutionary moment. In the face of oppression, the true believer does one of three things. He challenges, attacks, and removes the oppression with his hands. He condemns it with his voice, or he condemns it in his heart. And condemning it with his heart is the weakest of faith. This black man, this warrior, this prince of struggle, removed oppression with his hands. Sada is free because they went and got him. That's the kind of general that he is. They went and got him. It's not mythical. It's not abstract. Sekou makes Asada's freedom and all of our dignity and our fight for freedom real. Real. And we need to honor the reality of that. Now, coming back to the spirituality of our ancestors. And he finds that you have problems, you make elbow. What's elbow? Sacrifice. Sacrifice. Look at what he and his comrades have sacrificed. Sacrifice. Now, we started it off when the show first started. I dropped 2 and I'm going to drop another 100 in just on principle. But we have to do this ourselves to honor our freedom fighters. Ain't nobody else going to do this. Uncle Sam ain't going to do it. Social Security ain't going to do it. All these letters and names of these insurance companies, Medicare and all, ain't gonna do it. We need to do that to the best of our ability. And I was so touched, not just by the war stories that came in, y'all could go deeper in these war stories, because you know what? Fascism is in our face also now. Fascism is in our face. So we need these war stories, their victories and their losses. Because we got a whole new generation that we're gonna have to get ready to rumble again with these crackers. That's what's in front of us now. So, DeQuee, I love you, sis, Mr. Hell out of you. We both, shared a serious mantle working with Baba Herman, right? That mantle has fallen to me. We're going through a whole shift and whatnot, because I've been kicked off the goddamn internet, kicked out the goddamn bank, all of that. Kalanja, y'all got to show me how to do this shit over here at BPM, right? but more than that, what everybody has said before me, right? And the time to do this is now. What we're facing with our people on our watch is happening now. That's our responsibility. What solidarity looks like from the river to the sea. Palestine would be free. Yeah, principle solidarity. The hell with them punky ass house Negroes bought and paid for by AIPAC. Let's get rid of some. Yeah. Let's get in the fight against fashion. Let's get rid of some of them who betray us, who are bought and sold for silver. Let's lift up the character. Iwa Pele, they say in E5. Let's lift up the character of these revolutionary shoulders that we stand on and get a whole new another generation to rumble and shake this goddamn thing down that we call Babylon. Let me shut the fuck up, because I'll go buck wild. Y'all know how I do. Long live Sekou Odinga. We love you, sir. We await your orders and your return. And as always, because she's walking out now, so I got to keep talking. Just this. I want to give a supreme shout out to the team that is quietly under the radar, who has been tending to Sekou every day since he's been incapacitated like that, around the clock, because in the land of the medical apartheid, we can't trust these motherfuckers.
Right on, right on. Well, listen, Baba, we appreciate you.
Y'all got it. Y'all got it. Put up some more money. The time is now.
No doubt, no doubt. We are joined by Rosa Clemente. Rosa, what's happening?
What's good?
Hey, we're live on Arrival. DeQuee, you ready for us? Or I know DeQuee over there working. She's doing overtime in the hospital.
Always overtime.
No doubt, no doubt, no doubt. So we're gonna get some words from her. She's doing double duty. Shout out to everyone behind the scenes that's waiting to come up. If you've already spoken, please log in through the YouTube situation, because we only can fit so many people on deck at one time. So just for that, just for the record. Mama DeQuee is handling business. Whenever you're ready to pop on, DeQuee, feel free. So for now, we'll go ahead and we'll speak to you, Rosa. How you doing, Rosa? We can see you in 152 months.
Yeah, I'm here. I'm in Albany, New York, and I'm just saying, like, we all needed this. Like, these times are crazy, and we all need to embrace each other way more and check in. So thank you so much for having me be part of this. And listen, everybody out here, we often talk about propaganda and what is against propaganda, and that's what Black Power Media is about. Against the propaganda and uplifting our elders, of course. So thank you so much for having me on.
Definitely glad you could join us today. For folks who are unaware, give us some. Hold on, we got DeQuee. Look like she's back on deck a little bit.
Yeah,
I know she's busy, so we catch her real quick.
And as she comes on, I mean, everybody's hearing me right now. Like, I'm good.
Yeah. You good?
Yes.
You good?
So the last couple of days, I was doing searches and seeing if there was a connection to Puerto Rico, and Puerto Rican political prisoners. And in 1991, Baba Sekou was in Maryland prison along with Oscar Lopez Rivera, one of our political prisoners. And I just found this interview earlier today, and I was like, of course, like the connection is there. But let me say this. On my 50th birthday, a year ago, a year and a half ago, I was celebrating my life in Brooklyn. And of course, I asked Baba Sekou and Dequi to come through, and they did. And I introduced him to my mother and my father. And after the conversation, they said to me, now I know what you're fighting about. Now I understand. And I was like, all of us are parents and are like, what are you doing? Because I was not born into the movement. Even though I grew up in the Bronx, I didn't know anything about the Young Lords of the Black Panther Party. And then in Westchester County, I didn't know anything. I had to go to upstate New York to even know who these people were. And one of my important things is my former mentor, he has passed, Dr. James Turner. He hit me up and he said, listen, like, come here to Cornell and get your degree, a master's in Africana Studies, so you could understand the Black Panther Party, the Black Liberation Army, and the Young Lords Party. And a couple days ago, we just found out the news that we lost one of the co-founders of the Young Lords Party, Pablo Guzman. And as I was reading his speeches and listening to him, I said to myself, if it wasn't for Mama Sally and Mama Sakia, I would never been in the media space. They saw something in me, and all the interviews I did for years with our PPs and POWs, they are recorded, but it's also like, I didn't understand at the time how important that was. So what I want to say to Baba Sekou is, thank you for you. Thank you for your sacrifice. But I also want to reach out to the families of our freedom fighters, because oftentimes they get lost, right? And as someone who's become a movement person, there are times that I have to make a moment if I'm gonna, go to dinner with my daughter or go on a date with my husband, and I'll be like, no, I can't do it right now. But we're in an incredible time right now. As much as we're seeing imperialism, the Black and all these elected officials that don't do anything for our people. So when I watched this interview of Baba Sekou and also Oscar Lopez Rivera in 1991 as prisoners, I always say to myself, how do people come out of that situation and are joyful? And what does it look like for us to have joy? And what does it look like for us to reclaim our freedom? And I'll end with this. Oftentimes, we don't know the work that we're doing will provide this space. But when it comes to our political prisoners and prisoners of war, these are not 1 or 5 year moments. They're 20 to 25 to 30 year moments. And it doesn't matter what governor or president or elected official says they should be free. We know they should be free. But we have to understand that freedom comes if we're consistent. And that's what Sister Pam Africa has always taught me. Be consistent. And as a Boricua, and the last conversation I had with Baba, I said, Puerto Rico is going to be free in this lifetime. And he says, yes, but you have to fight for it and understand the consequences of it.
I was running my mouth and just saying nothing. Always appreciate you dropping jewels. And right now we have, definitely appreciate you coming on board and your contribution. Is Lady in Red Day. I see we got my sister OG Dequi in the building. What's happening? How you doing today?
Oh, and I'm sorry. Real quick, I'm just gonna say one thing. So I'm a board member of Cooperation Jackson, and right now we have committed to $1,000 to this freedom fight, and also we also know other organizations. But I think that Dequi and Baba Sekou would understand, like an organization like Cooperation Jackson is about self-determination, and so and I'm happy to also see that there was a marker of how much we should raise, and we're passing it. So let's keep on passing it.
Right on, right on.
Yeah.
We still need about good $4, $5, $10,000 though. If y'all got it, we here to
Right.
get it. Dequi, what's happening with you?
Hey, how y'all doing? Rosa, it's so nice to see you. Been such a long time. And then I come in here and I see Nam 2 and TL. I'm telling you, listening to the love, people said that the question was in that clip was about the love story between Sekou and I, but this whole evening was a love story, right? It's about people who love freedom and struggle and love the people and the relationships and the comradeships and the kinships that get built as a result of that. And so several times it brought tears to my eyes, the things that people said. I mean, I'm so thankful to Val and Kalanji for bringing this, because you get, Sekou got some flowers today, right? He got flowers, he got love, he got accolades, he got inspiration. He knows what people think of him, which we've been learning over this last 3 months, because this journey started on September 3rd. And I cannot tell you the ups and downs and the waves and the trauma, right? But one thing I can say is that we've been aided by a community and a movement of people who love freedom and freedom struggling as much as he does, and who honor him because of his role in that. When we had the Sekou Odinga defense campaign, when he was inside, which I'm rocking my Be Sekou, and Nam 2 and TL are rocking the Sekou shirts, the Threads of Truth stuff that they created to help us with the campaign. They worked right inside with the campaign. We used to say freedom ain't free when we did the CD project, that the track Be Sekou was on, right? And I remember when Rosa heard it, she called me and she said, yo, she heard it before I did. And she was like, that track is fire. And I heard it and I was like, yes, it is, right? And so we called the CD Freedom Ain't Free. And it was a tribute to the Black and New African freedom struggle and Black and New African political prisoners and prisoners of war. And one of our freedom fighters' ancestors, whose name was spoken up a little while ago, Abdul Majid, he used to always say, freedom ain't free and it don't come cheap. Just ask the people who are behind the wall for 3, 4, and 5 decades, and ask their family members, right, who get harassed, who get threatened, who get stalked, and all kinds of things. And so we say, we know that freedom ain't free. And through this experience, and we know things in theory, but when you see the practice of it, healthcare ain't free. This is a piss poor healthcare system. They shouldn't even call it healthcare system, because it is genocidal. It is incompetence. It is indifference. It is based on class and who has and who doesn't. And I know things in theory, but this experience from September 3rd until today, and I'm sure beyond, has reminded me of how I felt when I first went into the school system that I retired from in 2022. I knew in theory how bad it was, but I had no idea the practice of it. And going through this situation with Sekou and I going through this, I know in theory, because we all say the healthcare system in the United States is awful. It sucks. It denigrates and humiliates and ignores and dismisses and mistreats and experiments on Black, brown, indigenous bodies and people. But we have experienced the practice of it. And so every day of the 3 months, almost 3 months that we've been in this struggle, because Sekou said, I've been struggling all my life, and that's what this is a struggle. We have seen the practice of it every day, fighting for the most basic things, fighting to see, and he has come, I guess I should kind of give an update to people so that they know. As I said, this started on September 3rd. Sekou was in and out of, he had surgeries, 2 surgeries on ICU, several trips to the ICU, rehab, and now this place that we're in now that we've been for 2 weeks. So I'm praying to the ancestors and the Creator that he continues to be out of the medical urgency that he was in. He is no longer attached to an IV. That changed on November 11th, because from September, when he had the first surgery, until November 11th, he was attached to an IV that was fighting the infection in his body.
Right,
so he came off of that, right? So he was collecting fluid in his body.
We got you, sis. We got
he
you.
did not look like Sekou.
Yeah. Yes.
But now when I look at him, I see Sekou. And when people see him, they see Sekou. And so all of this time has been done with the help and the assistance and the solidarity and the support of the people. People have sent us food. TL and Nam2 have sent us food. People send me for Uber. People have donated to the GoFundMe campaign. That's what's allowing us to be in this private room in this facility that we're in, because otherwise he would have to be in a shared room that they call semi-private, which is no privacy, because you're only separated by a curtain. So everybody hears what everybody else has going on, right? And so we wanted him to have the dignity of having some privacy so that we can be in here with him and love him up and be there and show that he has people who love him, that he is not just a name on a chart. He is a person that people love and people are watching out for. And so all of these things have been done. People are doing my laundry, his laundry. People are sending us food. People are cooking food and delivering it. People are doing my grocery shopping. There's a whole list of things. Like, I hear people giving me praise, and I appreciate that. But I'm here to say that the praise goes to all the people who have been helping us, not just monetarily, because people give what they can give. Some people cook, so they've been cooking us food and bringing it, because the food here is awful. And so that's now another expense, because we have to buy food because the food is awful. So this this event to raise money is for his health care, but also our living. Because just like when he was inside, he was living inside, but the people who love him was living outside. It's the same thing. He's living in this facility right now, but we're on the outside. And there's a lot of things that go into place to make it possible for us to be able to take care, take care of him. And so I'm just grateful and humbled and thankful that there are people that realize that he is more than an icon on a poster, right? That he is a human being, a flesh and blood human being. And while people can think that, you know, and say superhero, but he's human. And this situation has reminded us that Sekou is great in all of those ways, but he is also just human. And so this thing has attacked his body. And so we have to rebuild his body and get him back. And thankfully, he is as strong and in as good health as he was, because the surgeon who operated on him told me if he had not been as good condition as he was, it would have been a whole different story. Right? So I just thank all the people who are here tonight, who left, who are still here, the people that have donated on the GoFundMe, the people who will continue to donate. And, you know, I know that they're doing some different things now where people can make sustaining donations. So you can give $5 a month, $10 a month, and know that it is all going to everything that has to do. This is my life right now. I come in here at 1 o'clock and I leave at 11:30, 12 o'clock every day. And then thankfully there are other people that come, right? So this is what we're doing right now. And it's all because I'm not doing this by myself. And I'm so grateful and appreciative to all the folks who love Sekou, who love freedom, who love the Black freedom struggle, and remember, they have not forgotten the sacrifices that he has made. So I don't know what more I can say. I mean, just know that whatever you donate, it is much appreciated and much, much needed, because it helps in all the everyday situations. Just think about what you spend your money on a daily basis and multiply that, because that's what we're doing. It's the same thing. So I don't know what more I can say, but I'm just happy to have been here tonight and to see and hear all the stories. We were laughing. Like I said, it brought tears to my eyes. So I know it touched him. He's a humble man. But I know that it touched him. So thank you all for being here and for making the donations that you're making to his care and his upkeep.
We love you. We love you.
Rosa. Thank you.
You know, the other thing is about, I think when people don't understand oftentimes is when we become and take on the care, the take care person. I have been through a horrible experience myself. And it's like, as much as we're activists and organizers, there's something about the medical system that like breaks us down, you know, and we have to also care for the caretakers, you know, and understand that these systems are not meant for us to fight the fight,
right?
You know, and so we thank you, sis. We thank you as well.
Thank you. And my brother Mogadishu is not here because he's taking Sundiata back home. But we live in, you know, we're here in New York. Mogadishu drives me everywhere I have to go. He comes to pick me up and he comes to get me every night, right? So, and when he can't do it because he's sick or like tonight he's spending the night here, then I will take an Uber home, right? So I got to give it up to so many people. Bob was on here. There's so many people that have made these 3 months work to the degree that it has. So there are people, and I'm grateful for those people, because there are always people that are lifting up my name and saying, yeah, Dekwe, but what about you? So I did. I got a chance to come late today, and I went to get a pedicure. I haven't done that in I don't know when. Like, right? Like, just not too much to look pretty, but just to sit there and let them massage my feet.
Yes.
Hey, Dekwe, I should have sent my feet with you. But listen, we definitely appreciate your contribution. We have a few more people coming on. And I'm only up this late because Sekou, I'm gonna just tell y'all, tell Baba Sekou I don't want to hear nothing. He making me a bean pie or something when he get out. I don't know. I'm gonna figure it out. You know what I mean? Some fish, something. Because I don't even be up this late talking on YouTube. So this gotta be love right here. So, but shout out to Ryan Napoli as well for editing the videos, because you know, there was some clips that we got that had to be flipped, and he was able to do it. TL Nam 2, I got beef with y'all because I ain't get one of those shirts, so I'm trying to figure that part out.
It's coming. It's on the way.
Okay, now you sound like me. Check is in the mail. How y'all feeling? How you guys feeling?
We're blessed and honored to be here. It's a humbling experience. We want to give gratitude to everyone that came before and shared their stories and their time and their sacrifices. And supreme love to Dekwe, to Baba, to Val, and to you, Kalonji, for organizing this.
Right on, right on. Appreciate you. Definitely appreciate you. If you could give us some background on who Baba Sekou is to you all, and you know, let's get some you know, why would you support Baba Sekou out of all the people you could be supporting in the whole world? Why Baba Sekou?
Why not Baba Sekou?
How did you run across him too? How did you first hear about him?
I was in Palomino, Colombia at a Theater of the Oppressed like residency. And there were these two women from Brooklyn there, and they were telling this story, and I was captivated by this story. I had never heard the story of Sekou Odinga before. And at that time, we had a t-shirt company, Threads of Truth, and we did Police Murder People shirts, Rob Rich Folks. We tried to always do t-shirts to incite a conversation and a reaction. And they were a part of the Be Sekou video. And so we linked up, and when I met Dequi and heard that story, I knew that I was forever changed. And anytime that I had the opportunity, I was going to tell this story because of what it told me, how it informs me. And so you say, who is Sekou to me? I had the opportunity to go visit Sekou when he was still inside. And I was so nervous. And I remember walking in and this smile, right? That just warmed and opened like the sun for me. I was just taken by where we were and this smile. And so it's been a meditation of like, what type of love am I moving with, and what type of integrity am I rolling with? And so I've tried to take that as a meditation and then put that in the shirts. And we've taken the shirts to LA, to San Francisco, to Atlanta, to Senegal, to Colombia, New Orleans, and anywhere and everywhere in between. Always keeping Sekou's name on the tip of our tongue. And in that, learning the stories of so many others. And so, yeah, do you have anything else to say?
Peace, everyone. My name is Nemthu. It's a great honor to be here tonight with everyone. Thank you for all of the immense love and organizing for tonight. I was also part of the Threads of Truth collective. We're calling in right now from Houston. How I learned about Baba Sekou was through our shirts, and TL introduced me to his story, Mama Dequi. And since then, he really inspired me to learn about other revolutionaries, such as Dr. Mutulu Shakur and Dr. Kokai Patterson and all of his comrades, who heavily inspired and led me to study liberation medicine. And so I study acupuncture, herbology, holistic medicine, healing touch. So huge gratitude to the holistic team, Dr. Kokai, for being there, not just for Baba Sekou, but also for Mama Dequi and the entire team that's, surrounding the room every day with Baba. And so for the last 3 years here in Houston, the Rest and Renewal Collective, we have been sharing Baba Sekou's story, Dr. Shakur's story. We, hold healing circles, usually monthly, and we combine acupuncture, acu-detox, sound bowl, meditation. We build altars. Every time we gather, the last few gatherings, we have dedicated it to ancestors in liberation medicine, and we have been inciting and inviting that healing power and energy and sending it to Baba Sekou so that he can, recover and continue this fight with us. We had the great honor of having Baba Sekou and Mama Dequi in our home this past summer. And I remember sitting with them and asking, how long, and learning how long Baba's lived underground for. He went underground for, I think, 12 years, correct me if I'm wrong. And I was so struck by that, because I'm like, wow, us in this generation where we can't even stay off our phones for 12 seconds or 12 minutes. And he went underground for 12 years. The conviction and the love and the devotion and the dedication. And so just so much love to Baba and to everybody here that is supporting him and his family.
Right on, right on. We definitely appreciate your work, and I'm gonna be looking for my shirts. I don't want to hear all that. It's on the way. Yeah, we got people. But definitely appreciate you all, your effort. We see we have Frank Brown, we have Hala in the building as well. We got a few more minutes. I wanted to acknowledge you all. If you got, give us like a minute or so apiece. We have the brother Tongo, the poet laureate of Sacramento, in the building as well. So before we close out, we wanted to definitely acknowledge you. And for folks who were scheduled to come on and you couldn't get on for whatever reason, we feel it in the heart. We appreciate your contribution. For folks who contributed financially tonight, excellent. And But one contribution that we all can make is we can share this video. So share this video, like it, subscribe to Black Power Media. Also subscribe to Riot Starter TV, which is on YouTube as well, Riot Starter TV. And we want to make sure that we stay on the right side of the barricades. So we're gonna go to Frank. We're gonna go with Holla after Frank, and then we're gonna go straight to the good brother Tongo, and we're gonna close out and we're gonna say, you know what I mean, like that. Anyway, let's go, Frank. What we got?
Just want to say peace and love and political solidarity with everybody who's doing a part today. I had the privilege of meeting Sekou Odinga maybe about 9 years ago when he first came home under the orders of my field marshal at the time, Coltrane Shimarenga, one of the founders of the December 12th movement. Well, Coltrane Shimarenga had a very intense and serious relationship with Sekou Odinga, and once he gave me, along with a number of brothers, our orders to provide security at that particular time, which was at the Betty Shabazz Center, that relationship had built on. And then Sekou Odinga had formulated the Northeast Political Coalition for political prisoners, and I got involved in that. Primarily, initially was for to bring Jalil Abdul Mutakim home. As I started getting involved with it more and more, I understood the importance of it. That says a lot about Sekou Odinga, about the fact that when he came home, he didn't forget about his comrades. So throughout the years, I've been building a stronger bond with Sekou Odinga. I've been learning a lot from him. And one of the things that I admire a lot about him is, as an elder, he doesn't shy away from criticism from those who are younger than him. He always gives me the opportunity to provide some criticism. And, from that point on, I'm able to do what needs to be done. And I respect that tremendously a lot from him. I think that we all need to really take our time with this brother as far as doing what we need to do to give him all support that he needs, because he has sacrificed so much for us. So thank you for the opportunity, and do what we have to do to get him what he needs.
No doubt. We appreciate you, Frank, man. Good to see you again, brother. I think last time I saw you was on a panel with Akui and the brother Haki and Ryan. So definitely good to see you again, brother.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Holla, no doubt. Holla, where y'all at? We understand that you all are a youth group that works with Baba Sekou. We see y'all on mute, and y'all don't look like y'all hardly quiet. So I don't even know why y'all on mute.
Peace, resurrect. What's up, everybody? Power to the people, power to our ancestors, free the land, free all our political prisoners, free Palestine. Thank you so much for the opportunity on Black Power Media. Shout out to you, Baba Sekou, Mama Dekwe, and to all the Baba family and comrades. Holla is a youth formation that was developed in New York prisons in the late 60s, early 70s. Shout out to the people in Green Haven, Eddie Ellis, Larry Lukman White, Jalil Matakin, Daruba was in there. It was many formations that try to continue the work of resurrecting and politicizing people in prison so that they can come back to the neighborhoods that's most impacted by structural violence and bring liberation to our communities. We met Baba Sekou through the readings, through the Black Liberation Tradition studies. Shout out to Dr. Ori Burton and Sister Antonia, because they directly introduced us to Baba Sekou. And Baba's so humble, we didn't even know who Baba was in the room. He was asking questions from us, wanting to hear from the youth. That's one of the things I admire about Baba. He's such a student, and all of the big things that he do, he's always trying to teach and be an educator and a friend to the young people. And I'm a little bit younger than Baba, but he always told me, yo, we're the 13-year-olds, we're the 14-year-olds. How can we teach the next generation? And elders and humans who fight for the new African freedom and who fight for oppressed people all around the world, those are our family members. And Baba Sekou is definitely our family member. And these are the type of people that we need in the lives of our young people, right? When we have babies, we need our babies to be connected to men and women and humanities like that. So with that being said, Holla, we just want to send love to all of the comrades that spoke earlier. We hope that everybody support the family, support the donation. support our communities that are teaching our young people the right way about their history. Teaching them history of revolution, the history of Black liberation, teaching them how to be family members, how to be people with each other, with all the stuff that's going on in our neighborhoods. We love you, Mama Day-Quee. We love you, Baba Sekou. Shout out to Sister Val and Asha and all of the team that's behind the scenes doing the work. And I want to pass it to my team to say something.
Real quick, great day, Keith, everybody. My name is Kumi. I just want to say that Baba Sekou and the family means a lot to me personally as an organizer, to be able to like not just witness but be a part of the care and the love and carrying on the legacy of our Baba is very important for me to understand the work and the energy that and sacrifice that was given and how we repay it and honor it. You know, so I'm very grateful to be in the space. I'm very grateful to be in Hala too. I've met Baba Sekou along with other Black Panthers, people in the movement, elders in the movement, and their children through the program that we have done. I'm very honored to be a part of the work that we're doing with the Elders Collective that highlights our political prisoners and the care that they need. We're all like in the movement, in the space, so we don't go into like how bad it is, healthcare and everything like that. But when you have community that's there to like supplement that, yeah, it's worth it. It's worth it. So I'm grateful, I'm honored. Thank you.
No doubt.
Peace and blessings, everyone. My name is Dee Marisa. I'm an organizer with Hala. Baba Sekou to me is not just a Baba, he is our Baba. He is our Abu. He is our greatest teacher. He is an exemplar of what it is to be a people's people. He is an exemplar of what it is to be a revolutionary in such a tangible way that keeps us excited, keeps us motivated, keeps our fire burning every day to continue to do this work. I am thankful for his legacy because it gives us something to connect our young people to that they can see and touch, that makes the struggle real, that makes the fight real, and shows the overcoming. And so I am thankful and always humble. And, you know, I love that Baba Sekou is so humble. But when I introduce him to our young people after learning about him, I'm always like, he's like the legend. He's like the GOAT. He's like the guy. And it's important for them to see that example, you know, and be able to really build with him and ask questions and learn. And so, you know, shout out to Baba Sekou, shout out to Mama Day-Quee. We love you. We are there with you, even if not physically, in spirit. Also, Baba Sundiata, who we love. I also text you, Baba, so I know you saw it. But it's just also beautiful to not only read about these folks in books and hear the stories, also as a Panther Cub, but also to be able to introduce that to our young people and connect those generations. So please, Baba Daruba, all of you, please like get connected with us so we can keep our young people in the know and so that they can continue to carry on the encyclopedia of information that you guys have to offer the next generation.
Hey, listen, we definitely appreciate you all. I don't want to cut your time because I know it's late in the joint, but we running out of time, and this is not a slight. We definitely appreciate you all, and I want to definitely have y'all come back on the show because I want to learn more about the program. If that's all right with y'all, y'all cool with that?
Peace, that's peace, man. London coming back. She gonna come back next time. Our young people want to get the mic.
No doubt, no doubt. Well, I tell you what, let's get 30 seconds apiece. London and my man over here on the side. Can we do that real quick? I don't want to slight y'all, and I be looking out over my shoulders.
We love you, Baba. I love you so much. I miss you. I can't wait to finally be able to see you. You're always going to mean the most to me. You always have the biggest impact on me spiritually and just as a mentor. I appreciate everything. I worship the grounds that you stand on. And yeah.
I didn't get a chance to see Baba Sekou as much as everybody else, but I still appreciate all his work that he's done in the community.
Nice. Thank you.
No doubt. Hey man, love and appreciation. I'm glad, you know, everybody was able to make it tonight. And it looked like a school night. Some of y'all got some school tomorrow, so you know what time it is. Anyway, y'all be safe, man. Keep on being strong, and we're gonna win in spite of ourselves. That was Hala. Thank you to TL Nam2 for coming through as well. We're going to be closing out in a second. We have the legendary poet laureate in the building. Heard you ripping
Respect.
Sacramento up. Is that Sacramento or is it San Francisco?
San Francisco.
Hey, we're gonna take both of them, Sacramento and San
Hey,
Francisco.
that's right. That's right.
It's all good. Tell us why you here today. We've been hearing a lot about your work and everything, and you've been kicking it up. So who is Baba Sekou to you? And we understand you're gonna be sharing some of those jewels with us.
Yeah, I mean, like everyone has spoken. I mean, he's the best of us, and really the best kind of example that a human being can put down, is to sacrifice yourself for Black liberation, but for the human journey in general. So, he's up there with you can put him up against any historical figure, put him up against any hero. So it's my honor just to share a poem. Guided by teeth goes this country. There's a cow's mouth on the flag. A peculiar notepad holds street life dear, but the writer's not here. He's somewhere talking to tombstones about the good old days, or splashing reborn water on his latest face, or wondering how his old gun is doing in the afterlife. Wondering how much death trap is in those gas station now. It got to be $1 million a day on this concrete island. New engine in the moon, why it never goes down. I mean, 72 straight hours of night, at least according to everyone's posture around here. 8:30 in the morning is really 30 minutes to closing. The city shuts down for a sleepy rat race. Elevators shoe shuffle to the nearest heaven, laughing with rats the whole way up. There's scabs everywhere in puddles of city, in concentrated schools, and TV lit warm rooms. The light reveals military fatigue when it hits just right on the ties that are wrapped around the necks of lazy white guys. Empire is too easy, baby. Chant at the walls all summer if you feel like it. Best way for a target to move is shooting back, running for a tree line made of freeways. Wisdom says against a war machine on Tuesday, you stand no chance, but may we be the last poor people to play it safe. Cow's mouth on the flag. A politician raises his hand, and the crowd shows their teeth. An oligarch raises his hand, and little kids are not safe outside. They are high, depressed, and comrades and functioning. 15 minutes of closing in the city, it survives another Black rebellion. We just paying dues by trash fires, not just anybody can say. And don't you love how deadly things whisper in a moment and people kill like feathers fall when everybody's screaming inside? The writer knows that death is not a matter of dignity, rather humor. In a house that smells like roach races, nuclear percentages on torn stoves. I mean, here life never was. Just lazy matches and manic inhumanity, hands rushing away from life towards stoves. What we doing here? Surviving. For no reason in particular, because nobody go far today. Nobody go far tomorrow. Trust me, hell and heaven cannot count. Strange gardens where secondhand clothes play, and concrete wishes to be human so that it could be accountable. Where they find you drenched, and drains wish to be human so that they could be worthy arms for you to die in. Hey, greet them all, grandson. Prepare for the day when every child is common. Don't say we ghosts didn't write you a poem. Don't say we didn't dig your life. You remember the shotgun by the coat rack that everybody in the house knows how to use? Remember the tightrope made of needles for walking in between driveways and man-made best friends? Go ahead, grandson. Tune the street again. Never mind, this country kills musicians first. Broken neck, night, scarred neck, life. If these walls could write lyrics, they say, what's your angle, Angel Eyes? 30, 50 rounds passed by on a street with no daughters. This street has no sons. Just young prisoners of war in a racist city that means to make capital, and we know so much. We know it all. We were stood against walls. Who's on the third cross around here? Cow's mouth, salivating over the street. And that is the story of why we aim at teeth. Much love, man. Respect.
That was hard body right there, my man. Definitely powerful way to close what we bring in tonight. Definitely appreciate your lyrics, your words, your prophecy. And with that we say we're gonna win in spite of ourselves.
That's right.
Right on, brother. So
Right
definitely appreciate it. That was Tango. Look out for his work all throughout. And before we go, I want to bring the lady of the hour because everybody give me props like I did. So I ain't do nothing but catch dry mouth up here. You know what I mean? Talking all day with you all. But this sister right here, my sister Valerie Haynes, who's been putting in a whole lot of work on behalf of not only Baba Sekou Odinga, but numerous other political prisoners. And she is the reason why this thing is going on tonight. Val, what's happening, sis? How you doing? Peace. Can you hear me, Val? I don't know if Val can hear me. Okay. She looked kind of silent over there. I don't know if you can hear me.
Peace, Kalanji. Can you hear me?
Yeah, we hear you now. We hear you now. Definitely glad to have you on.
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yeah, we hear you. It's a slight delay, but I hear you. Yeah, we hear you.
I took my mute off.
Okay.
Hold on. I got it. Got it.
Yeah, we hear you.
All right. Peace, Kalanji. How you doing?
We good, man. We're live on arrival. We completed the mission. I want everybody to know it's Val's fault. We had 300 people on here tonight speaking. She's like, we got 2 more people. We got 5 more people. But definitely, all for the love of Baba Sekou and Dequi. We appreciate the work you've done behind the scenes. We understand you have a statement that you're going to be reading for us.
Yes, I just want to say before I read the statement from his daughter Zaina, his oldest daughter, I just want to say peace and love to you, Kalanji. Much appreciation. This was a big production that we did. I was behind the scenes, but you made it happen with me, and I appreciate your help, your guidance, your support. And shout out, of course, to Abu. That's why we're here tonight. Thank you for people who donated their time, their human resources. Shout out to my sister Dequi.
Yes.
Thank you for being you, sis. I love you. I love you and Abu. So I'm gonna read this statement from Zaina. This is Sekou's oldest child, his daughter. Greetings. I'm Zaina, Sekou's oldest child. I just want to thank everyone from the community who have stepped up in any form, be it giving your time, bringing meals, or the donation of money to assist my dad on this difficult and long journey. For many years, my dad has selflessly given himself to our people in the struggle for freedom, hoping to see things get better. It is humbling to witness the love return to him. For a long time, when visiting him in these various facilities, I would be angry and hurt, feeling that none of the community knew, felt, or even appreciated the sacrifices he's given. Having given up his freedom, his family, his time, the ability to watch his children grow into adulthood and become parents themselves, all of it he had to do from behind bars. But now, the love and support shown to him, the man, the soldier, our king, assures me that there are people who understand and appreciate his service and sacrifice. In a time where there is so much going on in the world around us, for an individual to make the conscious decision to assist in any manner is amazing. Amazing. Please know that no amount of time, money, or help is too small, and it's all welcome and appreciated. With great humility, I thank you for all of it. And I second her statement to everybody. You know who you are. You know who you are. Thank you for being here for Abu, for Dequi, for his children, for his family. Community, thanks for stepping up. Y'all know who you are. Shout out to the Holla folks, all the night shift folks, all the day shift folks. And of course to my sister Dequi, who spends 12 hours in the hospital, in the rehab with her husband, her love. And this is all speaking to the beauty in our struggle. Thanks, Kalanji. Peace and love. Good night.
Hey, definitely appreciate you, Valerie, for your contribution. Shout out to Baba Jalil as well, who
yes,
helped you guide.
He was the other parent of this brainchild, so we can't forget him.
Yes.
Thank you,
he'd be in the background, and he'd be like, and tell Kalanji such and such. So, right now, it is my understanding, according to my good brother Gabe, we're $1,600 away from our goal of $65K for that GoFundMe. You know what I mean? So we have 97 donations. I'm clocking out in a few minutes, but can we get this thing up? Do we get $1,600 more to get to 65K? I know I sound like a preacher or something, but this
Kalanji, you from Bridgeport, I'm from Brownsville. You know
what we do around here.
Stick them up.
Don't make us pull out nothing black or silver. What y'all want to do?
Let's get it. That's right.
Let's go. Can we get these donations? We need to, before we end this, and I gotta go. So I'm gonna just tell y'all right now. So how we gonna do this? We're gonna barbecue a mildew. We're now at 63,403. We need about $1,600 more dollars so that we can say that we did what we came here to do. And we have faith in you. We believe in you. And for folks who are able to donate, please donate. And you know, we ain't getting a dime of this. I just want y'all to know, because I know some of y'all are looking like, I ain't giving Kalonji a nickel. I don't want your nickel anyway. This was Sekou. Anyway, and
That's
Dequi.
right.
No
Everything
doubt.
is for Abu and Dequi and to support him and
No
his
doubt.
rehab. Love you,
Yes.
Abu. Love you, Sundiata, for
Yes,
coming
Lord.
on. I know this was your first probably live appearance, so I appreciate you for even trying to get on and actually getting on. So peace and love to 88-year-old Baba Sundiata.
Yes, yes. That 88, he's 88 now.
He'll be
Man, listen,
88 on his birthday on January 14th.
man, that's a powerful thing, man. The fact that, you know, that we had I mean him and Baba Hank. Baba Hank's 88 as well. So we had 88-year-olds on here representing. So we don't want to hit nothing. So we definitely need you all to continue to support our work, continue to support the efforts. If you can't donate tonight, don't trip. The link to the GoFundMe is scrolling across the bottom of the screen. So if you happen to see it and you're late and you didn't catch this particular episode, or you didn't have the resources today, the very least, share this broadcast. Like, subscribe, all that good stuff.
The GoFundMe is in the YouTube link, is in the emails. Just keep sharing it, keep spreading it, because healthcare is expensive.
Without a doubt, without a doubt. And shout out to the people that just donated. We are at 100 people officially donated during this particular broadcast. So
Thank you. Thank you.
Yes, yes. And we don't take that for granted. I got to go, but I have faith that you all going to continue this good work. We still have other political prisoners we have to free.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
Free Kamal Siddiqui, free Veronza Bowers, free Imam Jamal Hussein.
Yes.
Free F. Free Lamont Abu Jamal. Free Reverend Joy Powell, free Leonard Peltier, free them all.
That's right. Free them all. Anyway, Val.
Yes.
We completed our mission.
Absolutely, Kalonji. We couldn't have done it without you, Jaleel, Ryan, Kevin Steele, Claude Marks, who submitted the Marion piece. So thank y'all for your help.
Yes, without a doubt. We all be strong. We out of here. Keep it Black Power. Remember, subscribe to Black Power Media on YouTube. Also, Riot Starter TV on YouTube as well. We're about to do some things around here. So stay tuned. We'll be back with you next round. This is RSTV Black Power Media. Y'all have a good night if you're on the East Coast and or here in the United States or whatever the case is. Stay on top of the world. We'll catch y'all soon. We out of here. RSTV.
Sometimes the riot is a quiet one, or the battle is to love yourself and function in society where voices of reason are muted by anxiety, like gaining notoriety is selling your soul. So we tend to go no deeper than the shallow water level, trying to keep us overhead in the face of all the slurs and the stares, mentally frozen, paralyzed by fear of failure and success. So we lock, stock, barrel, running while it's crumbling. All these towers and that babbling, but the baby's in the bath and the stash under the bed on my head, spinning from the circles and the puppets and the strings that they pulled. Then we move. Reactionary warfare never produces when it's on the field. Feeble and foolish. What tools and what weapons are we using? We need some new ones. Real revolution. It's real solutions. Well, we've taken